Here's my is this my DM
We
camera?
didn't see you there.
This is it? I like it. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Lama. Welcome to the Ironkeep Chronicles. Every week we play the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Every week you can influence the game through your actions and your tips that you drop in the tip jar. We have an all-star cast assembled this fine evening. As you know, last week was a big finale send-off show for Amy Vorpahl, and also Eric Reichert has something going on this week. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, teacher.
No?
Everything's
All right.
fine, teacher. We're not going to read the note out loud in class again.
All right. First up in the chute, Omar Najam is here.
Hey, how's it going?
Omar, where would people recognize you from?
You
Other
might-
than all those wanted posters that are posted all over Waterdeep.
Right, from all the wanted posters. You might recognize me from Two Broke Geeks, over at Geek and Century back in the Vlogs days, as well as over at Hyper RPG with the Buffy RPG show. And then also various real-life wanted posters as well.
Real life.
Wow, very
what
good.
have you done?
Why don't you tell everyone, I know it says on the screen, but why don't you tell everyone who you're playing, and if there's any kind of personal flair or touch that you want to introduce at the top of the show, we can always add them as we go along. But.
Yeah, I'm Honefried. I'm a human barbarian, and I would say that I enjoy a good flourish, a good finishing flourish.
Wait, are you a noble barbarian? Is that what's happening here?
Oh,
I
a
think
fancy
I
bar.
I snuck into a theatrical production at some point in my life, in my childhood, and I just liked what they were doing, didn't realize that it was fiction, and thought, that's pretty neat. Walked out before the actors took a bow, and ever since I kind of like to finish with a flourish.
All right, very good, very good.
Lovely.
Tweet done.
Red man.
Havana Mahoney is here,
Oh,
taking her
hi.
rightful place as the queen of the table here this
Yes, thank you for recognizing
I thought I was
that.
the queen of the table.
Definitely not.
evening. You know what? If you want to fight over it, that's fine with me. No, you have to cat fight over it. That's the way.
I don't cat fight. I kill.
Wow. Okay.
She kill fights.
I kill fight. Hi guys, I'm Havana. Today I'm playing Avril Birdsong as per usual, and she is a halfling rogue with great acrobatic feats up her sleeves, and many other people's valuables up her sleeves as well. And
Do you have a favorite
great
moment
sneaks.
from last week?
Oh my god. I did really like playing, because she is like a master of disguise, but I've never really gotten to use that.
Ah.
So that was fun to like play another character and like have Eric's character like be like, wait, what's real and what's not? I was like, yeah, I am that good. I am that good. So that was really fun. But it was just like all in all. If you guys didn't watch last week's episode, go, not right now, but like later. After this or tomorrow, go watch the VOD because it was amazing
It was-
session. It was like nonstop
Off the
thrills. It was like being on a roller coaster for 5 years.
There
It
were a
was
lot
great.
of big reveals, campaign changes.
Oh yeah, that was my other favorite moment. you posted those pics.
I have to tell you that I went back and watched the last 30 or 20 minutes of the show just to watch the big reveal
Wow.
of Eric's character is a doppelganger.
I feel like we've had like a lot of reveals in the show and a lot of like misinformation and discoveries, but like that I did not see coming.
No, you did
and
not.
It blew my fucking mind.
Yes, it did. I watched the VOD and all of that
Wow.
was very
Okay,
clear. It
I
was a
did
lot
love
of
that.
like, what is
There
happening?
was so many great
And then you look over at Amy like, is this really happening? And Amy's like, I don't know.
don't
Is this
know."
really happening? It was so great. Garav Galati is with us
Hi,
here, everyone.
Hello, hi.
Hello,
That's-
nerds.
Hello, hi. I'm Garav, and I'm going to be playing Thorn of the Wood, who is a human ranger and all-around good dude. Don't let anybody tell you different, because he is.
A good dude who wields what?
He's got a bow. It's named Rainmaker. It's a really cool name. And
Oh
everybody
yeah,
loves
that's right.
it.
Yeah, there's a bow. I feel like there's another kind of signature weapon that you might have.
His wit and charm,
Trying to
some
think
people
what
would
it is.
call a weapon.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Yeah, he's got a big...
Oh, that's right. The
Yeah.
6 foot
Big
long
black
great
sword.
sword forged of coal black steel that devours souls.
Yeah,
Right, there's
I
that.
got that. But
Just
I did
that.
it for a good reason. It wasn't for power. It was
Yeah.
because I wanted to save somebody's life, who I did.
It's for love.
It was for
It
love.
was for love.
It was for love. Thank you. Yes.
No.
Speaking of love,
Matt Pittner's here, everyone.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Welcome. Where would people recognize you, perhaps, from, Mr. Pittner?
Perhaps some of you would recognize me from Geek and Sundry's Improvised Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you'd recognize me from there. We also do improvised shows around town. We do a superhero show. We do Swords and Sorcery, obviously.
If you went to U of M, Fargo Moorhead.
Yeah, you'd recognize me from there. If you grew up in Minot, North Dakota, you'd recognize me from there.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, unless you're in the service, there's probably only like 60 people in Minot, North Dakota, right? Yes, so welcome from the Bearded Men Improv. If you would
Happy
like
beer.
to watch both myself and Mr. Pittner perform, you can come to the Impro Studio Theater on Saturday night. And we're starting a spin-off of our Swords and Sorcery D&D show that's going to have a cursed Halloween theme.
Yeah.
ooh, cool.
So-
If there are any fans out there from Geek and Sundry that watch the show, so a character I played, Von Dresner, he's a vampire hunter. He was killed on the show, but we're doing this like spin-off where he's alive in this sort of shadow realm, and it's going to do 4 consecutive episodes that like tie into each other. Every episode's going to build. So we'll do like previously ons, and it's still going to be improvised, and it's going to be cool. Yeah.
neat.
That's awesome.
All right. In the meantime, we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. So thank you to Risky Pixels for the resub, Siamoth Pirnikoth for the resub. Siamoth gives their resub reroll. Now, this is something that I have not explained, but these coins, graciously provided by Campaign Coins, these coins are rerolls. So if you don't like something that you got, you can reroll a d20, right? These are very rare, though, so they only come in on resubs for people who resub on the channel. Garav gets that
Cool,
one.
thank you.
Very good.
Appreciate it.
Resub unlocked.
These, as I explained before the stream started, these are bumps. You can put tips in the tip jar to give the whole party gets a bump when you make a donation in that respect. There are other various ways for you to influence the game. You can see them if you do exclamation point tips or tip jar. Which one is it, Dom? Is it tips or is it tip?
Exclamation point tips.
Tips. It says right here,
Yeah.
but it also says tip jar.
You're
Or
just
the
supposed to
tip jar.
yell that afterwards.
Oh,
Okay.
tips, tip jar.
Tip jar.
Tip jar!
Also,
Tip jar.
it's still
Tip jar.
September.
September.
Subtober!
So it's half off to sub up this month.
Subtober?
September.
October is a bro name. October, you crashing them nasty waves, bro? Hell yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Crashing the waves.
Nightsteed is
Crashing.
kicking things off tonight with a $10 donation. So thank you so much, Nightsteed. We've got some interesting things
Hey, you
going
didn't
on.
thank me.
And
Uh-oh.
thank you to Vanna_Rama.
Rama.
I'm sorry, that's not what it says. It says
Rama.
Vanna_Rama.
Okay, alright.
Hosting 22 people. Welcome to our channel.
Bots.
Bots fans. Hello, bots fans. Welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons. I am rolling dice. I am rolling dice. I am rolling dice.
The bots are cheering.
1 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 1.
All right, very good.
What's that
So,
mean? I want to know now. Someone interpret that.
I'll explain that.
It's probably like, oh, you know. You fucking nerd.
Yeah.
so I'm not going to go into a huge recap of what happened last session. People can go back, watch the VOD, whatever you like in that respect. Also, we've got a couple guest stars kicking in here this week, and we're going to kind of like, this is sort of a standalone
Yeah,
episode,
they don't
right?
give a
So
fuck. They don't care.
I don't care what happens.
the continuity is not as important. We're doing what I like to lovingly refer to as an interlude in Waterdeep. So we will do that. So we're not going to do a recap this week. BSB Cares in for $30.
Thank you so
Very
much.
good. Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
So we got some stuff on the hook here, but I do want to kind of plug everybody into the action here a little bit, right? So Thawne and Avril, after your adventures confronting Gulthias and all that sort of stuff, right? Tack says, I'm taking a break. I'm just going to go back to Oakhurst. I need to kind of...
He's like, I've got to lie down.
yeah, I've got exactly.
Take it all in.
got a lot
I'm
to
going to
think
try and
about.
rebuild the family name a little bit, reflect on the experience here, all that sort of stuff, right? So she decides to basically leave Waterdeep. She decides to take off.
Okay.
But and the flip side of that is that Grayson, after his big reveal that he's not a normal human, he's
Say it.
a doppelganger.
I want to hear you say it.
Don't beat around the bush. We know now. It's fine.
The best part about that reveal last week is I hadn't prepped Eric that it was going to happen that
He
week.
did a great job.
We had talked about it, but it was supposed to be like a month or two later, and all of a sudden he saw it coming and he was like, "Oh no, like it's happening! This is really
He did
happening."
a great job,
Yeah, he was
right?
terrific.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
did
was.
really
I didn't
well.
mean it in terms of like it was not something that he responded to well, but like he also didn't know it was coming.
I hope he doesn't watch this later.
Oh, yeah, embarrassing.
I bet he's watching now. Isn't he just in like
He has a
another
show.
state? Oh, I thought he was out of town.
I think it's a show.
At any rate, so Grayson has this kind of crisis of conscience, and he gives the two of you 100 gold pieces,
What?
Deal.
and he says,
Go get
I-
nasty.
I talked to Tack,
Gotta tell
and
me
this is
twice.
from both of us. We want you to go have a honeymoon here in Waterdeep.
Okay.
I am going
Okay.
to go to the Temple of Torm, and I'm going to meditate on what has transpired and what my path forward is, and who I really am. And I want to let the Hand of Torm guide me to wherever that may go.
I
So,
don't- That doesn't sound very much like Grayson. Wasn't he upset that we were married?
No. He knew.
Oh, I thought he was like, "Duh, I can't handle this."
He was like in denial. The same that we kind of were like, yeah, we
I-
are, but sort of not. And he
Oh.
was like, it probably didn't happen. Maybe it didn't happen. Maybe I just imagined it all.
yeah, I think it was more he was playing the angle that he was guilty for actually
Yeah.
performing the ceremony
much his
where
fault.
you guys
Oh,
were married.
okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
you're right.
that's,
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
yeah.
So with that all being said, so Thawne has departed for a bit. I'll track you guys down, but have a nice, long weekend, whatever you want to do. Enjoy yourselves here in Waterdeep.
Whatever.
And,
Whatever.
And
Try stuff.
Tack says, "I'll see you back in Oakhurst," and she departs. So, let's find an appropriately expensive place for you guys to.
I want to stay at the Hyatt Regency.
You could probably find a really good deal, like an Airbnb
I'm Marriott
in
kind of
town.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
The Four Seasons.
Yeah, probably like a really nice one for affordable, like a whole
Just
house.
like a good last minute, like someone dropped out.
Yeah, maybe they had like a pool.
So there is a place. Boy, where is
Just a little
this?
pool.
It doesn't
The hot
matter.
tub doesn't work.
It's fine. Yeah. Oh, this is in the North Ward. Yeah, this is.
It's there though.
This is very
Cold
dreamy.
Tiny pool.
All right. So, kind of picking up on the theme here from last week, you decide to put yourselves up at a place called the Gentle Mermaid, right? And it is in the North Ward, and it is a place of luxury. It boasts the largest and richest gambling rooms in all of Waterdeep, and perhaps in all of the Forgotten Realms. It has a large carpeted central gaming chamber. It has a soaring pavilion-like roof through which slowly shifting lights play in a soft, continually changing show. The room holds about 24 or so circular cloth-covered tables where Waterdeep's wealthiest play dice and
Oh my God,
cards.
we're gonna con the shit out of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
The atmosphere is
Best
refined,
food ever.
refined, relaxed, clean, and free of danger. Many an old noble matron plays solitaire, or perhaps a couple dowagers sit and gossip, sip their favorite drinks, and play solitaire each individually. The attentive staff of over 20 bouncers, reinforced, you are told, by unseen but watching wizards, ensures that guests aren't disturbed by thieves, ruffians, beggars, or harassment
Well.
of any sort.
It's not stealing if it's like of their own will.
Yeah, if you gift them, that's
Right?
fine,
Right.
right? This is a place to see and be seen, to meet people, but not to do business unless it can be managed without bothering anyone else. Otherwise, you may be ejected. So it is very clearly like the nicest place to stay, possibly in Waterdeep. Certainly, the North Ward is the rich end of town.
Can we wear our clothes that we got at the masquerade? Because I bought those.
You want me to be dressed like a rat the whole time?
Yeah, that would be weird for you, I guess.
Kind of kinky.
What? You were an animal too.
Yeah, but I was a bat, so it wasn't as weird.
It's just as weird. Literally, bats are just flying rats.
We're gonna need nicer clothes.
So there's a couple things that you can do,
They're
right?
really nice. I'm not arguing that. Just saying it's inappropriate.
They have.
Gojira, thank you.
Thank you for the resub.
0307, thank you so much. And BSB Care, thank you for the donation. So, Nightsteed gives the table a bump. Everybody gets
Ooh,
Thank you,
thank you,
Thank you.
Night
Oh,
Steve.
wow.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Night Steve.
3, 4, and 1 for me. Very good.
Bumps.
And
Bump it up.
and BSB
My
Care
bumps bring
unlocks
all
something
the
that I'll
rolls to the
explain
yard.
in a moment. All right.
He doesn't give us bumps?
No, he does not.
Uh-oh.
Yes, there's a couple special tips in the tip jar tonight.
I hate this.
Exclamation
even
point
more.
tips.
M says hello.
M says hello.
Thank you for the
Welcome
80
aboard.
bits. Hello.
So, they have this is the kind of place where if you want to arrange an appointment with the hotel tailor, they will have somebody come and take your measurements and then send the concierge out to shop for you and get you an outfit and whatnot. And it's going to cost you some money and whatnot, of course. But
Okay.
if you would
We'll
like to do that,
see.
that's something that's available. I sort of imagine that you're probably, I don't know if you're slumming it, you're in disguise, how you decided to approach your honeymoon here.
Slumming it.
So did we come in with like fake names, or you mean like?
Yeah, that's what did you decide to come in under an alias, or are you just
I don't
yourselves?
think so. Why would we?
Well, I have very good reasons too.
Because of the Thieves Guild?
I'm not a fucking folk hero.
Well, I'm a folk hero of Oakhurst, not Waterdeep. No
That's
one knows
true.
me in Waterdeep.
Well, but I mean,
All right, fake names then.
yeah, and also you're kind of evil now, so.
No, I'm not.
We're both,
No,
we're
no.
both
Did it
chaotic
for
neutral.
love.
I did it for love. I think this guy
You aren't in the game yet.
Sorry.
Get out of here.
I would do
He's playing my sword.
anything
He's
for
playing my
love.
sentient
Well, your
sword.
voice is wrong.
You're Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, exactly.
The sword is not Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, it is.
It's the opposite of whatever conscience is.
No, I'm just like Jiminy Cricket.
He's just like
Fucking
Jiminy
shit.
Cricket.
When
You're
you
not-
wish upon a star.
Vaughn, you are not allowed to bring Black Razor to the honeymoon. You gotta leave him at home.
It's a little bit Jiminy Cricket. It's a little bit Jesse Ventura.
Which is scary. Yes, scariest.
Well, I gotta eat some souls at some
I really wish you had not made that comparison.
I love
I
it.
hate that.
You're never gonna be able to.
I can't unsee it.
Yeah, you're never gonna be able to not hear it from here
Just
on out.
picturing his face on
Yeah,
that sword.
yes, exactly,
So
exactly.
scary.
Hey, I like your little friend there.
Stop. Stop. No.
Oh, man.
Bad and wrong.
Gojira gives their resub reroll to Havana.
Yes,
Hey, maybe that.
baby, yeah.
That makes your life better.
Thank you.
Very good.
Um,
So
but for real.
you're under alternative names.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, what do you want our fake names to be? We can have
Bonnie
the
and
same
Clyde.
last name.
Right. Same last name. Do you want to be a Gigglebud?
Yeah. Are you Aldo Gigglebud?
I'm Aldo Gigglebud.
And I'm Alice Gigglebud.
Alice Gigglebud. Aldo and Alice Gigglebud.
All right. Very good. So you are enjoying, you're taking in the luxury that's here. You're kind of like marking people like, I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to talk to her. And let's see what this guy does over at the craps table. And you're enjoying the floor show that's going on, all that sort of stuff. You're really indulging and having a moment to kind of not only relax from all of the stress and excitement of the past couple months, but also it's a time where you can really like take in like what it would be like to be extravagantly wealthy in this amazing cosmopolitan location, right?
Sure.
So it's one thing to have a vacation in Oakhurst, but it's another thing to go to the big city and do it. But
This is like kind of a New York vibe, or yeah.
yeah. And but it's probably the second or third night that you're there. you've started to kind of make inroads and started to kind of figure out like, oh, who am I going to kind of suck up to, and who can I maybe like sponge some cash off of, and who can I maybe get into a card game and make a little money off of them, etc. And who doesn't really care about spending their money? Who can I suck up to and get them to buy lunch and all that sort of stuff, right? And the third night, there's this wonderful acrobatics display going on. It's this troop of halflings and elves. So there's like this really weird combination of really tall acrobats and these really short, very squat, muscular little halfling people who are doing all this very intricate and very delicate balancing routines that's going on.
I could do that.
I think we did that last night.
And and right. I'm so used to looking over here.
Roll for that.
Anything
Roll for
for love, but I
Thanks for the sub,
won't
I'm
do
so
that.
Really sub, thank you.
And the 40
Eternally
bits I
applicable.
drank. Applies to everything.
This brain eraser, we don't need to clip that.
We both have Jesse Ventura's face.
So,
Hold on. Or my regular face. Regular. What? Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine.
hey, I could have seen you do that last night.
Oh, I forgot to cover the sword. It saw everything.
I was watching the whole time.
No, I made you leave that. No, I made you leave it in Oakhurst.
We brought it to work.
Make
I had it last
it
week.
watch.
Yeah, you had it last week. You have it with you.
They're like keeping it at the front desk or something. There's no way it's in a room. It's like out on the balcony under a rock or something.
I can't just leave it.
There's just a giant planter with this like palm frond in it. There's just like black razors stuffed in. But
He's
kind of, like,
outside,
taped up.
door closed, blinds drawn.
Remember
No.
what happened last time I left it somewhere? This tree demon
The
came out?
tree came alive, that's right. This is fine. Just
can't.
don't stick it in the earth.
It's going to fall over.
No, lay it down on the patio outside, cover it up with something.
You come
I'm
back.
not fucking dealing with this.
You come back to your hotel room and there's just this giant bush with a balcony. Hey, Avril, how are you doing? I gotta tell you, I saw some crazy stuff happen on the street while you were gone.
Listen. No. We're like leaving it with the front desk. We're leaving it with the front desk.
Okay, we'll check it with the front desk.
Okay, that's probably.
We should
Probably
do some
they probably have a
flashbacks
place
and
to
stuff.
keep magic
Yeah,
weapons.
I
want weapons in
guarantee you
there,
that they have
yeah.
like a vault or whatever that they can take.
Oh
care of
my
it. Take
god.
care of it. I'm Still Johnny gives a reset reroll to Garav. All right.
Thank you, Uncle Johnny.
He has two, Johnny.
You want one of mine?
Yes.
Nah.
I want to.
Nah.
All right. The show comes to a close. There's raucous applause. Everyone's wildly impressed by this acrobatic troupe. And a band comes out and starts kind of playing some instrumental music, and the vibe of the evening kind of takes a turn. And at about this moment, the waiter comes over with a couple of drinks, and he says, Mr. and Mrs. Dreadpop?
Gigglebud.
I'm sorry, Gigglebud?
Gigglebud.
Gigglebud?
Gigglebud.
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 Mr. and Mrs. Giggle.
Along you.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Gigglebud. Gigglebud?
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Perfect.
Gigglebud? Mr. and Mrs. Gigglebud?
What do you
Okay,
want?
now you're mocking me. I don't like that.
This is compliments of Mr. Clumpy Clump? And he points over at a table, and you see
It's there.
that little halfling guy that you had ran into at the Potion Master's shop.
Who did I say I was?
Who did I say you were?
I said I was Wigbert Dreadpop. Oh, fuck. Shit. Cock.
Well, you got married.
Oh, yes, I did.
And change your first name.
Yes,
That
I
was, that was
did.
your middle name that you used originally.
Wigbert.
I don't think that was your
That was it.
Wigbert? Are you sure?
Wigbert Dreadpop.
Alright. Now you're
Wigbert.
Alice Wigbert Gigglebud is your new name.
Wigbert's my middle name.
Yeah.
Very good, madam. Drinks are complimentary of Mr. Buckyball Clumpy Clump.
Oh.
Buckyball?
That's the name that he gave, madam.
Boogie ball.
Beaky ball, clumpy clump.
Very well.
Thank you.
What are they?
It's a delightful, frothy, fruity drink. It's an iced mixed.
We've already
drink
drank them.
from it's fresh fruit imported from the jungles of Chult.
Oh.
Jolt.
Chult.
Jolt.
Chult.
Jolt.
Yes. It's across the trackless
It's a
sea.
wet L.
Chult.
Jolt. Thank you.
Yes. So, and you look across the room and you see that guy, that little halfling guy. He's decked out in a white tuxedo, black bow tie. Looks very dashing. Hair slicked to the side. And on one side of him is a dragonborn who's kind of like leaning on his staff.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
And on the other side, you see a very out of place human barbarian. Guy's big, broad-shouldered rip. He looks like a bodyguard. And yet, if anyone was completely tickled and delighted by the show, it was the Now that you look over there, you're like, that's where that clapping and screeching was coming from? Okay, it makes sense. So, that's what you see.
Oh, we'll just raise them a glass and kind of nod our head. Or at least I will. I don't know how
Okay.
you want to respond to them.
I'm going to wink
Go ahead.
and drink daintily.
All right, he raises his glass and he...
It's the guy who was like in the foyer, right? That we had to I had to intimidate to get, or trick to get
No.
into. I'm sorry. I don't know who this
That
is.
guy was a little demon guy. Like,
Oh,
oh, the good toad magic missile me.
This is the
right?
toy maker
This
guy.
guy is the guy. So you said I want to go talk to the potion master, and his servant was like, oh no, the potion master has a meeting right now. You can't see him. That's not. You'll have to make an appointment. Come
Oh,
back
it's the
later.
other guy in the room.
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
other
okay,
guy in the
we're
room.
fine. This
That's
is fine.
right. Yeah,
This is
yeah.
fine. Okay, this is fine.
That's
Okay.
right.
I'm glad my DMing meets with your approval.
No, I thought it was that fucking little servant guy coming, and you said he looked dashing, and I was like, there's no way.
No, he did not. He did not.
How?
look
I
dashing.
thought he was coming for the money.
Yeah.
So I got scared.
Right.
But it's just this other guy who probably, thinks we're boyfriend girlfriend.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great.
All right. So, what you wink back, and he raises his glass, and he gives a
I
little
winked
wink
at him.
back.
Oh, goddamn it. I didn't
Yeah.
realize who this was.
Do a reverse wink. Take it back.
Hey,
pull
were
it.
you? I fart. Is that the reverse of a wink?
No.
The opposite of like a sexy
It's
wink
not.
is like a
I
little,
have to suffer through that.
a
Not
little
him.
fart.
Oh, did that
It's
bring
very
you to me?
audible. Got quiet.
She's very
right at the
stinky.
right time. It doesn't smell.
All right. So, do you approach them or not? You enjoy your
Is this the
drinks?
end of the show? So everybody's leaving?
The
or?
show is over and now. The band has started playing. So some people get up and leave. They just came for the show, and some people drift over to the
Okay.
bar. They go to the next room and go to gamble and things like that. But it's the sort of thing where they're, if you. Like in any casino, they're always trying to keep you there
Sure.
as long as they can. So this is just like now that the acrobats are over, we have a band on, and if you want to drink some more and spend some more of your money, enjoy the show.
Okay.
Some large parties are trying to separate their tabs, and they're writing on like, "This is what I ordered."
Right.
Annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go over there.
Well, wait.
Oh wait. We won't.
What should we do?
Well, it's be rude not to say hi. They gave us drinks.
I know, but I feel like that guy has like a thing for me, and I kind of like, the character I was playing kind of led him on a little bit, although I don't know how he thinks he knows me, or if he was just playing along that he knew me because like he thought, he'd run into me later and we'd put our faces together.
Well, this is a little odd. I don't remember you being afraid of a challenge.
I'm not afraid of a challenge. I'm afraid of being assaulted with someone else's mouth
What?
on my mouth.
I won't allow that. Come on.
Well, all right, but just be aware, I'm playing a character. If anything goes down, I don't want you to take it personally.
I got your back.
But we should deal with this so he doesn't out us to the potion guy. And let me remind you, I did that shit for you.
Oh, I know. I'm very grateful.
I just want to put it out there.
I mean, that's why
Just wanna
we
put it
should
out
be
there.
raising this money. We're trying to pay that.
Oh, we're not going to pay that money. Are you kidding me?
You're going to ruse your way out of that as well.
I said I was part of the Gigglebert family. What the fuck is that last name?
Yeah, we should remember that.
Oh, Dread Pop. I said I was part of the Dread Pops. By the end of this whole scenario, we'll have that potion and the Dread Pops will be paying for it.
Okay, just be aware that maybe this is the red pops could show up or something. You know, you don't want to.
Don't give Tom ideas. For fuck dick. God damn it.
All right, let's go.
All right, fine.
We walk over there.
All right. So the two of you see a young halfling lady and a human. Fairly, are you slim? Are you strong? Are you?
I'm
broadly
this
built?
many.
You're that guy. You see that guy.
Super short.
He's very
He's only
fat.
this
No,
tall.
I'm short. I'm like half as tall as you. What's your height?
No, you're about the same height, actually. If you look at those miniatures.
Oh,
No, if you look at the
no.
miniatures.
I'm a little bit smaller than him.
5'10".
Very tall
I'm,
halfling.
I'm an arrow tall. What'd you say?
5'10".
Yeah, I'm 3'2". Not half, but
Yeah.
significantly.
All right. So, at any rate, you come wandering over, and the young halfling man, who's clearly kind of the head of this operation, flanked by a barbarian, flanked by this dragonborn wizard of some kind, says, "Well, Miss Dreadpop or Gigglebud or..."
Oh yes, since our last meeting, I have found myself married.
I see.
This is my husband, Aldo.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the drinks.
Well, you are an extremely lucky man, I must say, to have snared such a charming young hare.
Well, thank you. Yes, I am very lucky.
I have a proposition for you if you'd like to join me. This is my associate, Hunfried.
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
Was I supposed to say something fancy or?
Hunfried, you were not hired to say anything fancy. Do not strain yourself in that capacity.
Great. Bring back the dancing ones. Said bring them back.
I don't think that's how this. What? Oh, okay.
You could just keep the conversation to our table, though. That would be more appropriate than
How's it
yelling.
going? All right. I said my piece.
You did.
And of course, this is Meldraxis,
Meldraxis.
my enchanter.
Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, he sounds like fucking Black Razor. It is a pleasure to meet both of your acquaintances. I trust you are both aware that you're in great company here with Mr. Clumpy Clump.
Let us dispense with the false identities. My name is Candor Cotton Hollow.
I'm sorry?
Candor Cotton Hollow.
That's a better name than Clumpy Clump.
Hey!
Then Buckyball Clompy Clomp.
Buckyball.
There's only so much we can do with the monikers which are forced upon us. Do you not agree, Avril?
Oh, what? What does that mean? Why would?
You're a horrible liar, Tom.
No, I'm very confused.
You're really...
What?
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
All right. I'm not
We
good
could
at
have dealt with that if you had not said anything. It's too late now.
I would like to extend to you a business invitation that I think you will find a very enriching prospect to the tune of 5,000 crowns. I understand, of course, that perhaps you have made some monetary promises which would extend further than your current cash reach. And considering we have some interests in common, I feel like we might come to an amenable arrangement where perhaps my cash and your talents might meet and change favor.
And what would you say are our common interests?
Bringing our loved ones into the light, learning new knowledge, taking advantage of weaknesses in the system to gain our own advantage over the rest of the system.
Well, pardon me, I haven't done the same amount of creepy research on you. Why don't you make a small introduction of who you really are?
I am Kander Cotton Hollow. I am a businessman from Silvery Moon. I am here visiting in town because there's a very rare opportunity over at the Zoar Star. You may have seen it as you have traveled the streets of Waterdeep. It is the home to the Scribes, Scriveners, and Clerks Guild. It is the headquarters for most written information in the city of Waterdeep, whether that be public or privately held. Now, if you'd like a letter written, you can go to the Zoar Star and have a scribe write it up for you. If you have a long-term transcription project which you need accomplished, you can go to the Zoar Star and have that taken care of. If you would like to peruse rare manuscripts and maps for the right fee, you can delve into their extensive library. But there are certain parts of their library which are off limits to the public, which is an unfortunate choice on the part of the guildsmen. I feel like withholding knowledge is like withholding candy. Everyone deserves something a little sweet. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, back off, okay? Now that we're done with the facade, I'm not going to pretend you're cute at all.
That was a little rude, but yeah, I think that's right.
What? You're going to let him come on to me like that? And you're going to call me rude for calling him out?
No, I'm just saying.
That's bullshit.
It's chaotic neutral. I'm just saying it's no longer. Look, what do you?
Your
want?
alignment should not
My
have an effect on our
apologies if I
goddamn
have
relationship.
somehow infringed upon your personal boundaries. I assure you I am strictly interested in a discretionary and professional relationship.
What kind of business are you in exactly?
I'm in the knowledge brokering business.
How vague.
Yes, that is exactly right. There's power not only in being specific, but there's power in leaving a little room for interpretation. As a knowledge broker, I'm sure you can see how that might have its advantages.
Well, don't patronize me, all right? You're not the only one with expertise in these matters.
Indeed, that is why you are here. So, for the sum of $5,000, I'm merely asking you to help my associates here do a little reconnaissance work and perhaps some creative copying of a particular item of interest that's held within the Zoar Star. Does this interest you, or if you are more entitled to watch tickling acrobats and fancy dancing prancy boys, it's your honeymoon. I don't see why it couldn't be a profitable one.
What do you think?
I think we don't need it. I mean, you said yourself you could do it without the money.
But what about a plan B, you know?
Oh, it would really be a shame if the potion master were to find out that the IOU written to him, which he is now acting upon in good faith, was somehow a forgery. That would be a very valuable piece of information, wouldn't it?
And a difficult thing to prove, wouldn't it?
No, it really depends upon whether the Dreadpops were aware of what had been promised in their name or not.
So you're a tattletale? You're a grown-ass man fucking tattletale?
I am an information broker. Information has value. What's it worth to you, Thorn of the Wood?
Okay, yeah, you know my name. Great. Well, what do you think?
I'm not sure we have a choice.
Yeah. What do you want us to do?
Well, here is the proposition on the table. And he calls waiter
I thought you were
over.
doing that at Dom.
No. Dom,
I thought Tom
waiter,
Lommel
can you come over
was
here,
doing
please?
that. Bring the map, Dom.
We would like a private room if you could arrange for that. Of course, sir. Oh, very good.
With a bottle of champagne.
Much obliged, thank you.
Yes, with a bottle of champagne and whiskey for my men, of course. Not the good stuff. These are not men of sophistication.
Jeez.
No fucks? No fucks about him, how he talks about you? If we killed him, none of us would have to do what he said.
Then none of us would get paid.
Wow.
It's whiskey's whiskey. I'll just drink it. It's not a problem to me. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So
Very chill.
courteous.
He's not currently raging. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, so you go into a private room, and Candor gets out some materials.
Please let it be Ocean's 11. Please let it be Ocean's 11. Please let it be Ocean's 11. Please let it be Ocean's 11.
Ba-da-da.
It's Ocean's 11.
Ba-da-ba. Which
There's
one of
George
you is the one
Clooney.
that can spin into
All
small
right.
spaces?
That's you.
It's me! And I can do flips. It is me. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
Who's Don Cheadle?
This is the Zoar Star ground floor. This is the Zoar Star second story.
Damn. Wait,
Now-
where did you
You
get these?
spelled story wrong.
Since you are
The old story.
not residents of town, any of you, I thought I would give you the lay of the land. The ground floor consists of several main areas. The day scribe's court, where the common bedraggled public comes and has their various letters and missives transcribed into letters and missives. Closed door commissions for businessmen who want to have a little privacy about whatever business they're drafting. There's some meeting chambers. There's the Waterdeep Public Maps room. If you have any questions about public buildings within Waterdeep or whatnot, you make your request here near the clerk's court. There's also a chapel, and then over here is the Lord's Wing, where all the city business of transcription and copying is done. You should largely not have to busy yourselves with anything down here, but of course you should be aware of the various activities that do take place on the ground floor. Your target is upstairs on the second story. The second story is likewise divided into several areas. The Scriveners Guild has their facilities on the second floor, and all of the guild masters have their offices along with their support staff, of course, on the second floor. But the most intriguing area on the second floor are the vaults of discretion. These are areas of forbidden knowledge which are, for one reason or another, locked away, sequestered from the prying eyes of strangers and non-guild members. So your target, of course, is within that very area. Within the vaults of discretion, you will see that there is a room. This room is where the most valuable, where the most, not that room.
Right, yeah.
This
I'm just saying there's
room.
more than one of those.
Yes.
Pentagrams everywhere.
This room is where the most valuable maps and manuscripts are kept. It just so happens that there is currently a rare surveyor's map of the Grey Peak Mountains, which is kept inside that vault.
Say it one more time.
It is a surveyor's map. Someone went and did an initial plot of the Grey Peak Mountains. It's very rare. The Grey Peak Mountains really have not been explored much. It's considered very wild and dangerous territory. I do not want you to steal this map. That would raise many eyebrows. That would bring about undue attention. I simply wish you to sneak into the Zoastar, access the Vault of Discretion, and make a copy of this map. Escape undetected, and all is well.
And what's the map to you?
It's a piece of information. It's a curiosity. As I said, the Grey Peak Mountains have not been well detailed in any of the travelogues and any of the Lord's books that have been made public.
That's a lot of work to go to for scratching a little curiosity itch. Do you have a client that you're working for?
As an information broker, I could tell you that for a price.
Oh, information broker, one more time. I'm not gonna pay you, you're paying me. That's stupid.
Well, fair enough.
I'm just saying, if I'm gonna be doing this, I need to know what the end game is, because I'm not trying to steal a map to like start a war or like kill thousands of people, or I don't know what the fuck
I
you're
have a
up to.
client who is interested in that area. That's as much as I can tell you. I cannot make any guarantees of what they may or may not do with that information, but as far as I know, it does not involve warfare or overt malevolence.
Well, then tell us who the clientele is, and we might be able to make those own assumptions ourselves.
For your own protection, I think perhaps it's better if you don't know. Likewise, they will not know your identity.
He sells information, by the way. That's the job.
That has been made clear to me.
Hey, I like this guy. Oh, wait, am I up in the room right now?
You're behind the counter. Stop.
I really wish I was there because I really like this guy.
Jesse Ventura, stop.
Jesse the Black Razor Ventura.
So, Thom, this really comes down to you. Is doing this worth getting your dad back to normal? We don't know what the end game is with this map.
No.
This doesn't seem like an above board thing, and obviously I'm all about underboard things, but
Sure.
we just don't know to what degree.
And what are these gentlemen joining us for? It'd be easier to sneak in with 2 than 4. Are we expecting
Especially a
trouble?
barbarian and a friggin' dragonborn? Not very low key, is
Well,
it?
I mean, he's some sort of magic
There are
user,
plenty
that's
of
for sure.
dragonborn in the city. There are ogres in the city. There are goblins in the city. There are
We're
drow
talking
who walk the
sneaking
street.
and dexterity. We're not talking about blending in with the public.
Gander, perhaps we can find a couple that's not on their honeymoon.
Well, he's very considerate. That is very rude to pull us out of the
That's
honeymoon.
really nice. I like you. Thank you. That's very considerate. What's your name?
Mildrexes.
Do you have like a,
Can I just call you Mel?
yeah, is
Can I
that,
just call you Mel?
My name is Mildrexes.
All right. I see we draw the line at politeness right there. Okay, that's fine.
some things not so much, all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yes, why would we be taking,
Who's got money on whether you can keep that up on?
It's your voice tomorrow is gonna hurt. Cute.
this is a normal voice, he fakes the other voice.
Yeah, it's a big effort for me to do this.
This is much harder.
I understand I'm putting you at a bit of inconvenience, given that it is your honeymoon and all. Perhaps another 2,000 gold pieces would sweeten the pot.
What did we promise that fucking
Okay.
potion guy?
No, he promised him 10. It was 5
Well-
down payment, 10 for the full.
There's an IOU for the rest.
Well.
Or the first part, I guess.
What? Say it one more time. It was what?
It was 10,000 total, and he wanted a 5,000 GP down payment, which
So
you wrote in.
15,000 total?
No, 10,000 total.
10,000.
Oh, okay.
But he
oh,
wanted
okay.
half
Fine,
up
fine.
front,
And
and
I
you wrote an IOU
IOU.
for that,
Okay.
which may or may not be good.
How about this? How about this? 8,000 gold. No more questions. 2,000 more on delivery.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah, I will, bitch.
Yes.
I'll use my one bump. Man, this is crazy. This is like the first time ever that we've only had one bump when at our first roll.
Yeah.
Well, I have
It's
a
because
couple.
Amy's not here.
I have a couple things to kick back, but don't worry about that.
Oh, can I have the dice tray?
It's right there.
It's,
you can put
it's
that
that
red
red
thing.
thing behind the.
I don't want to hurt the table.
Dun 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 dun. Dice tray
Thank
unlocked.
you.
Thank you. Here's my boom.
What do you want me for the ones we're about to get?
Huh?
You
You're
want
not
me-
going to get bumps,
Oh,
but
never mind.
that's fine.
I thought we were getting more.
Oh, okay. Where's my character sheet?
Better east.
I've got a lot of papers. Persuasion, right?
Yes.
Is it a 10 plus 7?
Oh, let me.
You done. You done, son. Oh.
19
Oh, you
plus
got
Oh!
plus 8.
I got a plus 8. So that's 27.
What is this? What's the second roll? What's second roll mean?
I can't believe you rolled a 19, you fuck. Yeah.
He looks at you, and he kind of looks at them. And... All right. I accept your terms.
10K at the end of the day, no more questions.
No more questions.
And keep your trap shut about our business to other people. Our names out of your mouth till the end of motherfucking time.
I don't even remember who this conversation was with. As far as I'm concerned, I was out enjoying the beautiful stylings of that band.
Perfect.
We're gonna.
Another bottle, please.
All right.
All right, very good. So, he says you have 3 days to pull this off. He wants to
Sure.
give you one last. There's 2 other pieces of information, right? So he gives you a little bit more of a debriefing here.
All right, you play guy in the van. You play guy getting into the vault.
Okay.
You play distraction. You play.
He gives you a diagram of the roof, but he points out that there are several gargoyles that are perched on the roof as guardians, right?
All right.
So those are charmed creatures. He does not recommend that you attempt to enter via the roof, but he's not going to tell you how to do your business.
Let's do the roof.
He says the room requires 2 keys in order to get inside.
Miracle, thank you for the resub.
The acting head of the Scriveners Guild, Aldous Quickly, has one of the keys. And then the adjunct director of the Clerks Guild, Dunstan Stoddard, has the other key.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
We need those both.
So the adjunct director of the Clerks Guild, Dunstan...
What does adjunct mean?
So he's not like the full director. The Clerks Guild has... He goes on to explain that the Clerks Guild has more titles in it than you really want to.
It's like the treasurer.
He's sort of like the he's the assistant to the director.
He's an orangutan.
Assistant director.
He runs his hotel.
Yeah,
And what's his name?
You check it.
Dunstan Stoddard.
Dunstan?
Yeah,
Dunstan Stoddard.
Stoddard. Stoddard.
Stoddard.
He has one of the keys. You need to put both of them in the locks and turn them at the same time in order to unlock.
Who is the other
one? So the reason there's
Son of
2
a-
reasons that this needs to kind of go down the next 3 days, right? One is that the map is due to be moved 4 days from now.
Ugh.
This
Right.
is so Ocean's 11. I love it.
So it's gonna be removed. It's gonna be gone, and his shot to get a copy of this thing is gonna go away. Secondly, though, is that the regular head of the Scriveners Guild is on vacation this week, and his not particularly competent assistant, Aldous Quickly, is in charge. He's the acting director of the Scriveners Guild, or the acting head of the Scriveners Guild.
And what is a scrivener?
It's a scribe. It's basically somebody who a scrivener actually, I believe, inscribes things into either stone or wood or marble.
Oh, okay.
They scribble.
They
They
scribe.
scribe. It's a scribe, right?
All right. So you have 3 days.
Yeah.
And what skills do you gentlemen bring to the table? This is where you see the montage.
Yeah, we do our stuff. So I'm
part sorcerer. I'm dragonborn.
So I have skills of spell casting. I'm a mage. I have a staff. I have some spells of like mage hand and frost. I can do some aerial damage. I have these awesome daggers I can throw. Yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell.
All right. How about you, my friend?
I attack a lot. Really, my main thing is, I don't know, like to lose my head and get into a fight. Not a big fan of the city, but if we are looking for some survival stuff, yeah, I can dig it. I can help you guys out.
Oh, okay.
So if there's like a river or something like that, let me know.
Not one that I can see on the map, but maybe. How about breaking down the walls? How are you on that?
Yeah, I can break down a wall.
Oh, okay, cool, great. We're in good shape.
All right. So, just a couple little housekeeping bits that I want to keep track of. Risky Pixels gives their resub reroll to
Matthew. Yes.
So very good. Mirakel gives their resub reroll to
Matthew.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's two of those. S. Del Castillo gives the table inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We be inspired.
So that's just a little totem that you can use to keep track of
Oh god.
whether you have inspiration or not. All right, and so there's two things that are unique to this session, which have been unlocked by tips in the tip jar. BSB Care unlocks a thing called I Know a Guy. So it doesn't have to be defined now, but Meldraxus, you have a contact in town who is convenient, right?
Okay.
And they will show up, you just have to say like,
I know a guy.
I know a guy. and you can invoke a convenient contact who will do you one favor, right?
Okay.
A one-time, one-shot favor type of deal.
What are some examples of that?
So an example would be, boy, it would be really great if we had some sort of acid that we could use to melt, to melt locks. I know a guy. I know a guy. A guy shows up.
Let's just go buy that. Now.
I do have acid actually in my bag, so just so you
Yeah,
guys-
but that would be an example
How?
of like.
You're that guy. You're the guy you know.
How's it not burning a hole in your bag?
So it would be really great if we
I'm
knew
that
somebody in the Scriveners Guild who might, have
a
have a
narc.
personal contact with Aldous Quickly, right? Oh, I know a guy. Whatever, it's pretty broad. It's not particularly narrowly defined. If it's way out of bounds, okay, fine. Like I may put the brakes on it, but
I know a guy that can get us all the information we need without even entering.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
just bring it to us.
Yay, we did it. We broke the
Oh, I
game.
love D&D.
So
So
fun.
challenging and
All right.
fun.
So the other thing that has been unlocked, RJ Canuck grants the honeymooners a flashback. It's actually for the table, right? So the way that this works
Rob
is
already did that.
Remember that time that we all?
yeah. Remember that time?
We have had a number of
Yeah,
orgies.
It's your wedding
so.
night. There's candles all around the bed.
I just go to
Wait,
so
it was
many.
a-
Oh, that'd be really great if they were at the wedding because we don't remember any of that.
Oh, we
So-
were drunk.
So the way that this works is it's not quite a get out of jail free card, but what it is if you encounter something during the execution of your heist that you did not expect,
Okay.
that you didn't plan for, you can say, "Oh, we're going to invoke our flashback,"
Okay.
and it could be something like, "Oh, there's a, I don't know, let's say something fairly benign, like there's a guard at the door that you weren't expecting, right? And he's very alert and looking around. Oh, I'm going to do a flashback. When we cased this joint, I noted that guy always works that shift, and I tried to slip him a Mickey so that he'd be extra drowsy when we show up, right?
Okay.
And in that case, what you can do is then kind of like make a roll to see if you successfully poisoned him. If you did, then it takes place in the fiction. If it didn't, maybe it goes wrong, right? You
If I
can't
could
use your
turn
flashback
back
to like go back and rewrite history, right?
Oh, if
So
I
you
could
can't
find a way.
you can't use your flashback to say, oh, I noticed that this guy is always on third shift. So before we started our heist, I went to his house and I slit his throat. He's actually dead and he's not actually here. You can't change the fiction that way, but you can influence
dead.
it.
Metal.
He's gone.
The guy you're seeing.
Does that make
he
sense?
doesn't-
Yeah, I got it.
So
Can
so
I
you
be
can
called
you can influence circumstances, but you can't completely. It's not time travel.
Okay.
Can it be called I know a guy / gal?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, no. In his case, it says it is I know a dragon.
Aww.
I know a dragon. I know a dragon.
You guys are both really good at that. Tom
Hey,
might be
well,
your real dad.
we're both from about the same area, right?
Don't you know?
Are you guys Minnesotan Dragonborn?
Hey, I
jeez.
gotta tell you, those dragons that they got by the Great Lakes, those things got really thick skin on them. They're swimming in that cold water up there all the time.
I actually went to MSUM, which is their like a mascot is the dragon.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
The
perfect.
Moorhead Dragons.
Wow.
Oh,
This is all
Full
coming
circle.
together.
hope your whole school's watching.
Is everyone proud of me?
I was a gaucho.
Wait,
That's
Dom,
not gonna count.
what
I
is
was an Indian, very offensive.
I was a patriot. Boo.
Okay.
Still
Oh,
called
yeah.
the
All right, very
Indians,
good.
A
2017.
patron in Indian getting
Do I
involved?
still have to scroll down?
Oh,
Is that it?
wow.
We did it.
We did it. It's all
All
But
right.
we would sometimes fight the seamen, which is very funny. Anyway,
Just gonna go ahead and cap that here for a hot second.
what, I think they were Topeka seamen.
Just stop.
Perfect
It's
awkward
true.
moment.
Just stop.
Transition.
But then our
mention the-
cheerleaders would say stuff like, defense, don't let the seamen break the seal, or something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was like no shame whatsoever.
Embrace it, I guess, if you're gonna.
Only sporting events I went to,
Where she was a cheerleader.
white in the stands. Like I had my outfit.
That was her personal fear.
It was just like white.
Finally, in terms of bonuses
I
at the
was.
table here, Mirakel gives the table 2 bumps.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yes. So there's 2.
I
for
love me
you.
some bumps. I love me
There's
some
2
bumps.
for you.
Do, do, do,
Great.
do,
Thank
do,
you.
do.
Mhm.
Dr. Foss Painting
Wow.
Yes.
Hello.
So,
Thank you for
thank
that
to Dr.
2
Faust
months.
Painting Clinic. Thanks to Mirakel.
I
Hello
love
says
you.
M kicked in some
Give your
bits.
reroll to me. Is that what you were trying to do?
Estelle
That's
Castillo,
No, you
Vic
don't-
Nook,
you don't even watch
I
them. You don't
Dragon
even know.
14 kicked
I
in some
love
bits. Thank you all.
good.
All right. So,
It.
So Candor says that's the mission. That's as much as I know about what needs to happen. You have any further questions, or I trust the things are in your more than capable hands
I
here?
think we're good here.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
I'm ready.
We party for 2 days.
I'm
and
ready for a pain.
Heist on day 3.
I'm ready.
Are you drunk already? What happened?
I had 2 bottles of champagne.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes, I'm drunk.
You're kind of the most important part of this, so I think.
We don't have to do tonight.
You don't have to do it tonight if you don't want to.
I know.
It is late at this point. It's probably
But I think.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Tonight
We have-
party. Honeymoon.
Well, okay, but for
Slots.
the next 2 days, you need to practice your copying skills because we're going to
I don't
copy
need
this
to
map.
practice.
You sure?
I don't need to practice.
What if you only have a limited amount of time? How fast can you copy a map?
You see how? Do you see how fast I copy that IOU? I did it very fast.
How'd you two meet?
Flashback.
This is it. This is it.
That's what you're using your flashback on?
Yeah, it's,
We
to
only
explain
have
it.
I
Yeah.
think we get one as a group. Is what it is.
Oh,
Yes.
we use it as a group.
Yeah, it's a group thing.
Yeah, you do it
Oh,
as a
okay.
group. You have to invoke it.
Let's not use it there.
Um,
Is that a wizard?
It's a wizard.
Is that an? Oh my God!
da-da-da-da.
It's a scissors.
Running
Alright.
with scissors.
So, unless there's something that you want to do in the thick of the night, you retire for the evening and wake up the next morning a little bit bleary-eyed, but
What did we agree to?
Oh
None the
my
worse for
God,
wear.
my head hurts.
yes.
Oh, champagne is bad. It's a bad man.
Were you guys here the whole night?
Oh, did we have a fucking orgy? God damn it! If I have one more orgy, I swear to God.
I'm just
I'm gonna
standing there
become a
just
nun.
sharpening my daggers. They're like strapped to my body.
I'm just standing outside on the balcony.
I don't like the city.
Neither do I, buddy.
You're at the front desk.
What? Oh, I thought I was on the balcony.
No. We decided against that for this reason. Get back in the front desk.
See,
Cool.
Dr.
Speaking
Faust
of-
Painting Clinic gives their reset reroll to Garage.
Yay! I did it! Thank you, sir.
He has
Appreciate it.
3. That's too many.
Keep up the good work, sir. I have really quick. We do need to talk about that. I will probably need that sword.
That's fine. I'm just saying it didn't need to be in the room with us while we're on our honeymoon.
Fair. All right, what's step one, gentlemen?
Although, in general, I am against the sword because it is inherently evil and eats souls.
I know, but we needed it. Also, it holds my dad. This is totally normal. Don't worry about that. What do we do first?
I got no problems.
Romantic.
All right, off top of my head, I say we just get to the roof, kill the gargoyles, get inside, get the information, and then just, I don't know, boogie on out.
What, you want to do it in broad daylight?
Boogie?
Or we can walk as well. I'm not
I don't know
opposed
what-
to any
I don't
mode
know
of
what boogie
transportation.
means.
That's my plan. That's what I'm throwing on the table.
I mean, I know he said not to go through the roof, but that really makes me want to do the roof.
Well, maybe we should scout it up. Maybe today we scout. Let's act like we belong there. Go inside, see some things.
Ooh, scribe vibes.
Can anybody know? Do you know a way to get us like a tour of the place? Is that a thing that they do?
I mean, honestly, the best way to get into any joint is just to act like you're supposed to be there.
But I mean, look at us.
So-
We don't look like we're supposed
Oh,
to.
I have a kit.
Makeup montage.
Make everyone look boring.
I supposed to see
make
this
them look
dragonborn's
so
face is
nerdy.
super angry, just putting makeup on.
He's got big Oakleys on. Yeah. Thick black frames. He's got like a Argyle vest over a
pocket
nice
protector.
button up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mailman shorts.
Yeah, like a tied sweater over my
Yeah.
shoulders.
I went to Harvard. Harvard.
Very J. Crew.
Very
So
Jake.
Jake.
Well, wait, what if it's part of our honeymoon? We're like, we've always wanted to do this. And also,
That's not believable at all. Part of our honeymoon, we want to go see where they keep all the documents. No.
well, they're not going to let us on that floor
Not
anyway.
even you look that boring.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, fair enough. All right, we'll
we
be
just
boring.
need to go in there, act like we're ambassadors or we're from a foreign ministry that's coming to do an inspection.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're checking out the regulations, and we've got our muscle with us
Oh, yes, muscle.
in
I like that.
case any on-site repairs need to occur.
So can I take this off?
Oh, no.
No.
You look adorable. Please
Wait,
keep
put on overalls. You're both in overalls now.
What was that?
All
Why
right,
would
I
the
can
muscle
dig
wear
it.
overalls?
It's really cute.
Okay, she might be doing this to play a prank on you. I'm not sure yet,
No,
but
it's cute.
you can maybe act like you're there to check their magical defenses because they have to have some, and you can test them.
And I'm there to test security.
And I'm there to test morale.
I'll yeah, I'll test the infrastructure.
By banging on walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a good plan.
I think it's great.
Let's do it.
What do we call ourselves? What's this place called? The what's it? The Guild.
The Zoa Star,
No, but what's it? The Guild.
the Scriveners Guild.
Sorry, tell me again.
It's the home to the Guild of Scriveners, Scribes, and Clerks.
Guild of Scriveners,
Scriveners.
Scriveners, Scribes, and
Clerks.
Clerks. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we should be the clerks because
So-
they get the least amount of respect. So like we should earn that.
Well, I'm thinking we just go in like we're guild inspectors.
Okay.
Because that justifies why we're checking the building as well as the morale
Okay. Okay.
and security measures and what?
Magical defenses.
Magical defenses.
If we're the Guild of Inspectors Guild, then we would be Gig. So I don't know if that would help. And
I love it.
great.
You know what's more disarming than anything is a catchy acronym.
Yeah. If we just kept tossing acronyms out, they'll be like, oh, this is very
Guild
real.
Inspectors Guild.
Yep.
Love it.
Gig.
Gig. Gig, giddy, gig.
You gig.
Gig, you gig?
You gig.
Giggity.
Well, that was truly horrifying.
Okay, magical defenses, morale, infrastructure,
Morale with an
Yeah,
E.
like walls and stuff.
It's E at the end.
morals. That's a mushroom.
No, I said E, not S.
Morels.
Let's just forget it. I'll just hang
You're
out.
gonna check the mushrooms.
Where are they?
I see.
All right, so now we walk over there in broad daylight.
Hold on. Infrastructure. And what's mine? Or magical defenses. I'm just like
Didn't
security.
Didn't you say yeah?
Well, I just didn't want security and magical defenses to overlap.
Non-magical defenses.
Non-magical. You're so smart.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Well, that doesn't.
Wow.
Before we leave, I would like to grab the bar of soap that's in the bathroom area
Yeah.
and point out that this is, just so you guys know, this has metals in it. When they manufacture the soap, it's got metals in it. I highly recommend just getting a more all-natural product next time. Just carry it with you.
What kind of metals?
It's just got different kinds of metals. Aluminum, mostly. Just a few other byproducts. You don't want it.
I'm sorry. Where are you from? What barbarian area are you from?
I just like the outside, and I don't like the inside.
Okay.
And that thing's got metal in it. I'm just saying there's better ways to just wash up. All right? I'm good to go.
Wait, what do you use to wash up? You don't really smell like you wash up.
Okay, I'm not going to get into standards of culture with you guys right now.
Of human culture?
Yeah, absolutely. It's across the... I don't have time for this. Maybe
Put them on the
afterwards...
spot there. Yeah.
Maybe afterwards we could go...
we could all shower together. Yeah.
We can make our own soap. Like a fun group activity.
That's fun.
You guys are laughing, but I think it's a really good idea. Like, if we get time for that, I would be happy to explain to you guys exactly how you can take natural ingredients and just simply put them together. You don't need these big corporations and companies just putting together and just saying that you
I've
can
already
only...
heard this before. Can we please just go?
Yeah.
We know how to make soap.
Sorry.
We learned how to make it.
We did. Yeah.
So the whole time you guys knew, and you're using, like, you know, you're supporting, you're voting with, you know, let's just... I'm good to go.
Listen,
I'm already mad.
We haven't done much of anything for the past like 2 days. So.
Yeah. Just drinking and regular soaping.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What's regular soaping?
It's not natural soaping.
Flashback.
Not for that. We're not going to do that.
We've been using purely bath bombs
We've needed a lot of soap.
and rose petals.
It's just tea tree oil everywhere. It's just bottles of tea tree
Coconut
oil.
oil everywhere.
I've been drinking so much.
You
of
can
it.
put it in your hair. Don't. I
You're putting
don't.
it in your hair?
Yeah, it makes it strong and slippery.
I've been getting drunk off of the past 2 days.
No, the coconut rum and the coconut oil are different things.
Let's move on.
All right, Shimmickson gives the table
embarrassed.
a bump
Thanks, Shimmickson.
as we move on.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Chimmickson. Oh, it's yours.
I may
That's
have
yours.
to back
Yeehaw!
All right.
Unacceptable.
So, are you going to pick up Black Razor in order to, at this point?
Not for this part. For the actual heist, I will.
All right. No. No.
Yeah, don't bring
What is
him. Don't bring him.
Just puts a notch down.
He is the most giviest
Oh,
way.
wait,
Way. Wait, what's his power?
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait.
What's his
I
extra
just
power?
realized. It's not his extra power. He needs to be given blood every, 3 days.
Well, how long has it been?
Why did you agree to this?
How long has
I
it...
didn't know.
But how long has it been?
I think it's been, more
It's
than...
been at least.
3
This
or
is like
4.
day 3.
Okay, I just
The
need to...
clerk's there.
I just need to go... Wait, do any of
You
you
can
guys have
Finn
some
brings
extra blood on you? Weird question.
Look, you look like a beefy guy. Just give us a pint.
I'm not giving you my blood.
But you thought about
I'll
it.
give you a cookie. Can we roll off persuasion?
Uh,
Please.
I'm not going to bloodlet anybody. It doesn't want to be bloodlet, okay? I'm not going to take
This
a
is
man's
a persuasion thing.
blood. You're a sorcerer. You might have some blood.
So that's a 17.
I don't have any
You want
extra
to
blood.
resist?
Why would I give you my blood?
7.
I mean, so you don't have to accept her offer of a cookie for your blood, but
That's what they do in
What's
the
Henny
blood
for you?
place.
She does plead with you in kind of such a tender way that you're like, I don't know, if she made the right offer, I'd consider opening up a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to agree to this on one condition.
Okay.
After we get back with the information that we need to get acquired, you go with me to have a conversation with the management of this hotel and to talk about maybe transitioning to eco-friendly products. Would you be interested in that? Is that something, I don't know, that might be worth a pint of my blood?
I think it'd be worth 3 pints.
I'm not giving.
He's gonna murder the man.
I'm
How
gonna take
much
my
you care
dice out of
about
his dice
organic?
tray.
No, that sounds great. I think I would be very good at convincing the management of this hotel to switch to a more eco-friendly.
All right, someone give me a goblet.
No, wait. That's what has to do it. Let's just go get it first.
We just have to slice you with this sword mouth. He
Come on, he
might.
might not agree to it if you tell him that.
I don't know why I came
I
in this
think
city.
being open and honest is the most important part about communication.
We don't know that's what happens.
You get the sword.
Wait,
let's-
you've never fed him?
No.
Yes, you have.
Where
How's
have
he
I
been
fed
alive this so long?
It's only
Wait,
been
that's
like.
been years.
What? No, I've only
It's
had it.
been 20 years.
I've had it for like 4 days or something.
That's too long.
Well.
That,
You've had it
what,
longer than 4
4
days. You've had it longer than
No.
4 days.
Uh-oh.
Because you had to travel all
But
the
you've
way
hurt
down
people with it, so.
No, I have not.
to Waterdeep.
I've hurt nobody with it.
Well, it's already fucked, so let's leave it. What happens if you don't feed it? He's
We're about to
Probably
find
already
out.
killed the
We're
fucking
about to find out.
concierge.
All right, I'll walk up to the concierge and ring the bell.
Oh my fucking god.
I assume you guys are just a few feet behind me.
Okay.
I'm at the slots.
So the concierge goes back and is like, takes the little slip and he's like, "Oh yeah, very good, sir. I'll be right back." And
He never comes back.
all of a sudden, you kind of just hear this ah, kind of noise come from the back, and then all of a sudden he comes out and he's brandishing the sword like this, and you see his eyes wide and vacant, and he says, "Thorn, I need to feed. Can I feed on this soul?"
No. I got some fresh barbarian blood for you. It'll be
Ah,
all right.
I thirst. I hunger
I kind
for
of-
a soul.
I go around the counter, start pushing him into the back room where all the stuff is kept. And then I take the sword away from the guy. He's like, "Get out, go."
Okay, he turns and runs in the
And then I
back.
peek my head out and point at you.
All right.
Showtime, baby.
Oh, he seems so pure, so naive, so
He knows a lot about eco soaps. So,
concerned about the well-being of the world. Doesn't he understand that it's all just gonna end in ash?
But doesn't that make his blood even sweeter?
Oh, it sure does.
Oh my
Yes,
I'm
yes.
so sorry.
And also, he's wrong. It's the absolute
He
completely
is,
untrue.
of course. He's very wrong. Let's just do this quickly. I think I'm just going to take... I'm not going to cut you with the sword. I don't know if that's going to just drink all the blood.
Can we ask the sword?
Can I...
I need a soul to feed on.
I can give you, like, maybe a pint of soul. A soul pint.
Soul pint.
Let's start there and see where it ends.
Okay, all right. So I just grab a nearby, like, cup or some sort of object to hold,
that cup.
to hold the blood.
There's some coffee in there already.
So you're behind the desk at the hotel,
Well,
right?
in the okay.
the little nook, and you're looking around for like, God, I need something to catch all this blood in, and all you can see are little glass sample bottles of shampoo, like a little glass bottle with a cork in it, and it's and you can see on the back it has like a label and it just says like ingredients. This is sterile alcohol. And,
Oh, this is no good anyways, right? Might as well use it for some natural blood.
Yeah, but I'm upset that they just have to package them separately. It's just
Yeah, it's stupid, right? Yeah.
completely wasteful.
What a waste.
And probably just throw the
So I
bottles
just-
out anyway at the end.
I cork that and just dump it all out.
glurp, 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 glurp.
All right, you have a knife. I'll let you cut you.
Okay, yeah. I'll use my hand axe on my hand. Makes sense.
All right, you're being very cool about this. I just want to say thank you. You're being very cool.
Yeah, well,
All
I
right.
cut up a lot.
I'm just gonna lay the sword down and you do your business.
Okay.
Wait, how's it work?
Yeah, welcome back. I'm glad that you brokered the deal and now you're here to see the... All right, let's do it. I cut myself with the hand axe
Yeah.
over the shampoo bottle.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Wait, we could... Maybe I can just put my blood straight... That's fine.
It's a little.
Yes, put it straight on the sword.
Well, see, here's my
I'm
plan.
worried that maybe he'll steal some of your soul if you do that.
Yeah. I want to maybe
It's like
like
a real concern.
put it in the bottle and then kind of feed it slowly, like
All
baby
right.
step,
baby?
like baby steps. Yeah. I gotta wean him into not eating
Oh my
blood.
god, this is so fucked.
All right, I feel like that's about a pint.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. And then I just kind of like pour a little bit on there. You have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. If you want more, you have to be quiet.
Hunger.
You want more? You have to be quiet.
Which one of us wields the power here?
You tell me.
Give me the blood. Oh, I gotta tell you, that is delicious stuff. That hits the spot. That's like having a Juicy Lucy at Matt's bar. Oh my God,
my.
so good.
He likes it. He likes it.
That's delicious. Oh, you got more? You got more? Can I have a little? Can you give me a little hit of that?
I got a half bottle more, but you got to be good. I'll bring some more tomorrow. All right?
This is the worst
I'll
thing
leave you
ever
here.
happened to me.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh boy.
A charisma
My worst stat
check.
possible. Here's 3
Are
bumps.
you hideous?
It's your will against his.
Oh, you are hideous. How did I never know?
I'm not hideous. I'm just bad with words.
You're hideous.
I'm actually beautiful.
You're not, or your charisma would be
Oh.
higher. Beautiful
Oh,
people
thank
can say
God.
stupid shit and get away.
So I got 10.
Hey, you beat him. I rolled a 2. Even Black Razor's charisma is like,
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you made an honest effort, I gotta say. Good on you. Good on you. But I'm gonna have to feed on somebody's soul. It's gotta be a sentient being, maybe within the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm just saying.
Look, we got a heist coming up. Maybe there's some.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. Just slaughter everywhere. We'll walk into the terrific.
yeah,
I just
okay.
might devour something.
I'm just gonna put you here. I'll be back later.
As soon as
Oh yeah. Let me know when that concierge guy is coming around again.
No, bad sword.
You listen
Yeah.
to Avril.
All right. Sorry, Mom.
This sword is totally.
No.
It's
Also,
Beetlejuice.
No.
It's Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice.
Sorry, sister.
We shop at the same store.
All right. Great.
okay.
Good. That dealt with that. We're done. Let's
right.
move on.
I'm gonna quickly hang a 10 at the garden on the outside really quick. I'm gonna make a solve for my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry?
I'm gonna make a solve for my hand.
Okay, yeah, you find some milkweed and you kind of like break it open, you rub
Perfect.
it into the wound, and
the barbarian
kind
quite
of
like
heals
you.
up very
He's
nicely.
he's got some Judaic qualities.
Can
for
I
sure.
also point to the doorman and say,
These need more room for the roots. I'm just saying.
He's like, I'll bring it up with the gardener.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Of course, sir.
You gotta talk to this. He's a great guy.
How's your hand doing? You ready?
Yeah, it's healed. It's good.
All right, let's go.
It's wrapped with like hemp seed.
Poking out.
Yeah.
All right, so you head to the trades ward, which is where the Zoastar is. What page is the trades ward on? I don't think there's a very in-depth description of it, but let me give it to you. 105. 105. Why didn't I have that memorized? All right. So, yes, this is the guild hall for the Scriveners, Scribes, and Clerks guilds. It is always crowded. Aside from all those who need letters written, gawkers are always peering through the windows at the maps, charts, and architectural renderings on display on easels at the front. So the front is this side, right? This is where the
Okay.
public walks in. If we kind of clear this up a little bit, this is the main walk up. This is where there's always people milling around. That's why this area is so big and open, is so that there's lines. There's actually a guy kind of directs traffic at the middle here, and assigns people to various scribes here. This is called the Day Scribes Court because during the day you can come in and pay somebody to take a message, write a letter, you dictate it to them, and if you're, most of the or a good portion of the population is illiterate, so there's always somebody who, or perhaps they need a will drafted or something of that nature, right?
All right.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. And I will note that Waterdeep does have its fair share of regular city patrols. We mentioned that last week. It is a city that tries to maintain law and order in as much as it can. So there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on at the Zoastar, and you're just gonna kind of roll in. What's your intent here?
I think we want to
Walk in with
be
authority.
be very like in a line.
I have a clipboard.
Like,
Oh.
like Final Fantasy, where like
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Which one though?
The ones when they had lines. 'Cause they don't anymore.
7.
Let's see.
so we're trying to gather information to infiltrate this place.
Yes.
Scope out the
we're
floor plan.
casing the
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
So I have an excellent skill in remembering maps and geography.
Ooh.
So do I.
Perfect.
Oh,
Ooh, perfect.
double trouble.
Double trouble.
So I would like to implement that now. I know it's like a walking skill, but maybe I can scroll by some of the windows and see if there's anything that I can deem from some of the things that they're scribing. Remember some maps. I'm also remembering maybe some stuff in this room if there's like a rotation of guards, stuff like that.
Okay. So you're gonna go around the main court and kind of just case the place.
Yep.
All right. So are the four of you not approaching somebody all as one kind of unit? You're gonna kind of peel off.
Let's wait until he
that's what it
finishes that. and
I
then-
feel like we should all stay together.
Right.
And then kind of like whenever you take a note of something, tell me. I write it down. We're like so we look really official.
It's like baseball signals though, like so it's like, we're just
And
kind
I'm
of
like,
tossing out things.
okay,
He
two
got it.
fingers. Yes. Very good.
Okay. All right. So the four of you are going to kind of patrol the circuit here.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess we should have made up fake names.
I got it.
You got names for all of us?
Yeah.
All right. So you do see a rather. He's a little bit portly. He's bald on the top. He's kind of got slick hair, kind of a long, slopey nose, and he's wearing a robe with a sash, and he says, "Is there some sort of official business that you need that I can help you with?"
Yes, we're here to do an inspection of the guild.
An inspection? I'm not familiar.
Yes, me and my colleagues are here to inspect your magical defenses, team morale, physical infrastructure, and non-magical defenses.
We're gig.
Short for GIG, Guild Inspectors Guild. Now, did you not expect us? I think I will have to take some points off of your score for that, for not being up to standard with scheduling and calendar works and comprehension of current.
So give me a. Are you trying to do intimidation, or that's what it sounds like to me?
I would say deception, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, deception.
Okay.
She's all right at that.
I can't get this D20 out of here. Come here, baby. I got a 27, no bumps needed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the man, he's very pale. He flushes red, and he says, "I'm sorry. I did not. I was not informed."
What is your name and your employee number?
My name is Aban.
Last name? Last name?
Well,
Last name, sir.
Angil.
It's a stupid name.
All right.
What's your employee number? Your employee number?
3572551.
Well, I will need to speak with your supervisor.
Yes, of course. I will summon adjunct director started immediately.
Well, go on then.
Wait here. So he's gone. It'll be about 10, 15 minutes.
Make it 5.
I will do my best. So he hustles off. And,
All right, maybe ease up a little
I
bit.
do that immediately. Just go
Look around for high fives. We're like, no.
down low. Anyone?
You lied right to his face. That was great.
all right, very good. So 10 minutes later, you see a somewhat concerned man come out. Now he is dressed in he's not dressed in robes. He's dressed in very fine clothes. He's got a tailored top coat and a tailored vest and tailored slacks. And he is not wearing a sash. He has like a brooch that he wears.
What's the brooch look like?
It's a circular kind of wreath that has a feather quill in the middle of it.
Okay. Oh, I presume you are Dunstan Stoddard?
Yes, I'm the adjunct director of the Clerks Guild, and of course that means that I am in charge of facilities here. So.
Oh yes,
I'm
and I
sorry,
presume you did not forget about the inspection today.
I
know perhaps your lower rung employees, Abon and Gio, number 357551. I can maybe understand him misplacing this appointment, but I know for sure, Stoddard, you did not forget.
No, of course not. I just, as a matter of course, I would need to see some sort of credentials here. We don't typically have city inspections.
I think I will add to your point score for asking for identification. Very professional and adds to the security, don't you think?
Very, very prompt. Very prompt.
I couldn't agree more.
He's very skeptical and hard to please, so great work. Here is my identification card, which I've forged. With my forgery skills.
All right, give me a forgery roll.
What do...
Maybe deception. Probably.
Deception?
Usually it's deception, yeah.
Is that good enough? 14?
Let's find out.
Can I wait? Do I have to reroll now, or can I reroll after you roll?
I think you have to decide before you can.
Pretty important. Kind of important. Okay.
40's that bad.
Oh, that's a 2.
Oh, that's bad.
Maybe you won't beat 12.
I can't do anything now.
Believe in the heart of the dice.
Hey, what is that? 14? Do we meet?
That's a
19.
19.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong identification card. It's my old one from a few years ago.
According to this, you owe a favor to a plumber?
Yes, I'd rather not discuss my personal misgivings at this time.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you...
I know a guy.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect.
Uh-huh, all right.
Can't believe with a +10 I could fail that twice.
Perhaps you've heard of my friend, Dexter. He works in the Scrying Lounge.
So... I'm just trying to think of how this... Okay, all right. So, Dexter, yes, I am aware that there is a Dexter in the Scrying Lounge. Yes, I do know him. I don't know him personally, but I know of him.
Wait. Would this work better if he was like, can he use it to be like, I know a guy, and he knew a guy who was like a professional forger in the city, and he made identification for all of us? Is that...
Well, I think where we're going
don't
in
understand.
this particular instance is he knows a guy who actually works at here in the building who will vouch for you guys as being official inspectors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bold.
So,
Dragon.
yes,
Fuck.
well, I do know Dexter, and of course, he does work in the Scrying Lounge. He has a top security clearance from the City Watch.
He is expecting us, and I would hate to keep him waiting.
Very good. Well, I shall escort you to the Scrying Lounge, or at least the foyer thereof. And if Dexter is willing to vouch for your bona fides, as it were, then I see no reason to impede your business here.
I'm more than confident he will.
We're from Gig.
Yes. What all agents of Gig here?
All right. Very good.
I'm taking points off. -5.
Right.
Now don't argue. That takes more points off.
Yeah.
Noted. So you go up to the Scrying Lounge, and he says he
Those
says
are right. Scrying Lounge is one of the
he
places.
says he says
Made up. That's so funny.
he says wait
Who's
here.
cry? Who dis?
Describe this.
He says wait here, and you wait outside, and then he goes through the door, and you can't really hear what goes on the other side. But it's only 2 or 3 minutes later, and out comes this fairly fairly young guy. It's kind of surprising how for a wizard, how young. This is a huge Adam's apple and kind of like a crooked back head, and
Bow tie.
and he comes out and he's like, I'm sorry, who's and he's like, Meldraxus. Hey, buddy, you showed up at my work. Just like you should. Just like you should. You're here for the
Yes, the inspection.
right, the inspection. Yes, yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, Dunstan. This is my friend Meldraxus, and he's part of the inspection team. They do inspections. So, yeah, I've seen him on the Scry quite a bit, quite a bit. It's so rare that I actually see you in person, face to face, at my work. So cool. I hope it goes well. Yeah, thumbs up. I hope it's quick.
Thank you. Your favor is repaid.
Hey, no, I'm not in the business. I'm definitely not in the business of trading favors. You go about your work. I gotta get back to mine.
Great, so we're in.
Yes, you're in. Very good. Nice. So.
I know we made up Scrying Lounge, but where would that be actually?
Yeah, well, so that actually is up on the second floor.
Wait, are we on the heist now? Is this the heist now?
This is recon, but you
We've
know.
only got the gargoyles above us.
We don't need to deal with the gargoyles if we're in the floor that has the thing.
But if we want to deal with some gargoyles.
All right, so
You're very anti-gargoyle.
so
pro soap.
you're out here in this number 2 room, right?
Okay.
Up here, and then and it looks like the Scrying Lounge is somewhere up here. So you guys have gone up and went up this spiral staircase, and you kind of had to wait out here. And Dunstan says, "So, is there what do you need to see?" I should accompany you on your. If we're going to do an inspection of the grounds, I should.
Yes, you should.
Yes.
Is he one of the people with the keys?
Yes.
Well,
Wait.
That was out of character.
Yes. I was.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Right, he is. I wrote that down. Dunstan has one of the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
And then the
person-
other one is Aldous quickly has the other key.
Yes.
What is your
No, wait. Yep. Were you gonna ask where Aldous was? I should figure out what the defenses are first.
Who you got to build this building here?
Okay, we all got our thing. We we all got our thing?
I'm sorry?
Who's contracted to build, make sure all the reinforcements were working?
Walls.
Walls.
Oh, of course we had
Talk about one doesn't
the
understand
Masons
what
Guild
walls
come
are.
in and lay all of the brick.
Who?
The Masons Guild?
Oh yes, we inspected them last week. Failed.
Very surprising, we know.
Oh, wow.
Had to make
What-
many adjustments.
We've been very happy with their work so far.
It wasn't an infrastructure issue.
Oh,
So remain confident, but we still need to inspect them thoroughly because of this.
It was an HR thing.
Yeah, morale, you know.
Sexual harassment.
well,
Out the walls.
we do not have any of that here, I can assure you.
Well,
Someone touched my butt as I entered.
we'll find.
Was it you?
We'll find out about that. We should talk to your other half, as it were. Aldous, I believe his name is.
Aldous quickly.
Well, Aldous is in charge of the Scriveners Guild, and of course, any HR complaints that would occur within the Scriveners Guild would fall under his purview, not mine. I'm in charge of facilities and maintenance of the overall guild hall, but I am not in charge of individual HR policies within the 3 guilds that are housed here.
Very well. Go fetch him, please.
All right. If you'd like to go see his office, we can go down there.
Go down.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just check out what's going
Very well.
on. What?
All right. This
That's
way.
all I said. To you.
It's not?
No.
You said go down there.
No, I said go down
on real
there,
quick,
as
before
in,
we-
no, we'll be back down on the first floor where we don't want to be.
Before we go, I want to just make sure that I just want to make sure that you guys are using proper T-beams in here.
Yes, we should do our work here first. Maybe bring him here.
If we
Can
wanna
you
go-
send a
Well,
scry?
Of course, you understand that I feel as
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna go on for a while, so if we can just quickly check out the T-beams and just make sure that everything is standard in practice, then
okay.
we'll just be on our way. They're gonna laugh for it. It feels like that.
Oh, I made it funny.
Because he's a scribe. And
we're in the scry lounge, and I said, "Scry him."
What's in the room back here? What's going on back here? What's the situation?
Yes. So
Here?
the room directly behind us is that is where all of our magical transcription takes place. Any sort of sensitive documents which we might receive, which need to be transcribed or magically duplicated, that all takes place there.
Oh,
There's,
yes.
Of course.
We will definitely need to see that.
Yes.
Our
Very
magical
secure.
defense expert will need to inspect that room
Agent
with
32.
great detail.
He takes care of that.
Yes. We don't want a repeat of what happened down the street.
At the Masons Guild.
Very good. All right. Well, let me just show you in here. This room I am allowed to open by myself, but there are more secure areas, of course, further within the vaults.
We'll
So-
see.
We'll see if you can open it, big boy.
All right. So he takes a key out of his pocket and he puts it in the door, and then he presses his hand against the door, and you see a series of runes kind of like light up in front of him,
Key and hand.
and he seems to kind of tap or pulse with his hand.
He's got a groping gesture.
And you
It's
see
very
Ew.
you see the
HR.
runes light up in a different, in a different combination. And then he turns the key, and this huge steel door that goes, like swings open, and you can once the door swings open, the noise in here is almost deafening. It's just like
What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
I'm sorry. I should have warned you about this. As I
Yes.
said, this is where all of our magical duplication and
Negative
transcription happens. It happens. It's a very, very loud process. There's nothing we can do about that. And as you go inside, you can see what looks like, what you can recognize as air elementals. Right, that are swirling around inside of this very large space. Right, it looks like to be 3 of them, but they are alternately like picking up and grabbing different feathered pens and quills and things like that, and and whirling them around and dipping them in ink and copying all of these these huge sheafs of documents. So there's books, and there's blank sheafs of paper, and they're making a copy of it, and then the book flips, and it's you can only barely detect the actual or see the actual shape of the elementals because they're just air, and also they're whirling and spinning so fast, and the flurry of magical activity that's going on here, and Dunstan says, "Pause, momentary break," and all of a sudden, like everything just like drops to the floor, and you kind of hear this soft kind of like. And he walks over and he lights a couple blocks of incense, and you see the trail of the incense kind of like go up in the air, and then it kind of begins swirling around a little bit.
Wait. Why did you light that incense?
Well, it's to keep the elementals appeased whenever they go on break, of course. I have to give them a little taste of something sweet.
Slave
as it
elementals.
were.
I'm telling HR.
Yes.
As far as I know, it's not a crime to either summon or impress elemental creatures into service.
Oh, we'll see about that, won't we?
As far as he knows.
Back at headquarters.
Yeah.
Right.
Madraxus,
All
what
right.
do you think?
If the Lords of Waterdeep have ruled otherwise, that's news to me.
I want to take assessment of the room and see if there's anything that I can remember. Just catalog in my memory, since I got a great memory for terrain
Okay.
and rooms and shit like that.
Give me an intelligence investigation check.
Intelligence investigation.
Do they only respond to your voice upon taking a break? You tell them pause, or anybody can tell them pause.
Any of the guild masters, of course, can command them.
And who are the other guild masters?
Well, Aldous Quickly
Yes.
is one of them. And then the head of the Scribes Guild is a woman named Torisa.
Torisa.
Torisa. And her last name?
Yes. Her last name is Flan.
And those are the only 3 people who have access to this voice command.
Yes, these are very sensitive documents that are being transcribed now, and it takes a guild master to instruct the elementals to do so.
Good. Points added.
All right.
What did you find?
I have rolled an 8.
You have a reroll. You have 2 rerolls.
Let's.
Is
These
this
are
a
the
good one to
rerolls.
spend it on, though? I think he's not getting busted for this,
No, I know, but like it could help us figure out how to get through this room without needing
Well,
a guild master.
I feel like, oh, okay. Yeah, I
If
see what
he
you're
can
saying.
magically attune to something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll
Up to
try.
you.
These are the rerolls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use one of these.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's
guys.
try and see what we got here.
Thanks, chat.
Nice.
Ooh, much
16.
better.
Okay, so it's intelligence investigation. Do you have any ranks in that?
You probably
Or
do.
skills?
Oh, right. They're charisma based. I forgot about that.
So,
Oh, yeah, you're a sorcerer. So your intelligence is 10, so you get a 16 total. All right. Yeah. So, so the only thing that you notice that strikes you as being particularly unusual is that there is a small vent in one corner of the room that looks like it must lead to some sort of stovepipe or something like that.
okay.
You wouldn't expect there to. It clearly is not bringing in fresh air. It doesn't just like go through the wall, but there's a vent that you notice rather prominently in this, kind of in the center of the room, up in the ceiling.
Gotcha.
In the ceiling.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of
And this is a fantasy world where they don't have central air conditioning, so it doesn't make sense. No, it's not like we would have here. It's odd that there is a vent in the room. You suspect, given your expertise and what's going on, that it must be related to the elementals somehow, but you don't know how.
We're in the Matrix.
Do you relay that information? Or?
Yes, I do. I pointed it out. Subtly, I pointed it out as... This is like as we're talking.
What is this vent for?
He did it subtly.
And I didn't. We're different characters.
Yes. Well, although it is, to my knowledge, not illegal to conjure and command elemental creatures, we still do have to give them some sort of respite from their work. They work in shifts, of course, and so when they are having some downtime to refresh, they go into their quarters.
And they have, how much room do they have up there?
It's not particularly large. They don't take up much space. They are.
Why are you smiling?
Well, they're just air, right?
They're just air.
Yes.
Very rude.
Negative points.
I don't feel like elemental creatures have feelings or souls. So.
Well,
Oh.
it sounds to me like perhaps you don't have a soul.
Yes.
What kind of hinge is this door on?
Oh, yeah, that's a reinforced hinge. We were told by the Locksmith Guild that it is one of the finest, sturdiest hinges available, and because it's recessed, you can't access it from the outside. So this is a particularly secure door, as almost all of the doors here in the vaults are.
Agent 52, will you test the door?
Yeah, do you mind if I take for a spin?
Write it.
It's part of the procedure. I recommend you allow it.
However you wish to manipulate it, I should warn you that if you attempt to open it and key in the wrong sequence, there will be a series of alarms that sound both here and over at the City Watch Hall.
Well, would you want them to come running over here for a simple test?
I think maybe
no.
it's in the best interest to turn it off for now as we test these. The sturdiness of the structures.
I mean, if you want, I can still open it and we can set up the alarm and we can just deal with it. I gotta do it a few times.
If you
to
want
make sure.
everyone to be annoyed and bothered, yes, please, let us set off the alarm.
It makes no difference to us. We're trying to save you a headache.
Very good. No, I will deactivate it for the moment. So.
We broke the game.
So are you trying to ride this thing from the inside? I'm not sure.
Ride it?
I'm not,
Are you really
like,
trying
what are you
to
trying
ride
to
it?
do? I'm not sure what you mean by this
Take it
test.
for a run. I'm just gonna open it, close it a few times, just make sure that it can stay
Hit
on.
it really
Well,
hard.
I was insinuating try to break it.
Yeah.
That's what I was insinuating. But
Yeah.
that's also good. That's also pretty damn
Opening
good.
and closing
Okay.
a door.
So he says, well, if you all step out for a moment, and then he puts his key back in and puts his hand back around and then kind of taps it again. And you see the runes kind of flash in a different combination, and then they all kind of flash like three bright flashes in a row.
Oh shit.
And then he says, yes, all right, well, it's temporarily deactivated.
Oh, I thought this was the inside door, not the outside door. My bad.
I mean, the door's the door, and I gotta check them. So I appreciate that.
By all means.
Start swinging the door back and forth, pushing it in to just kind of check.
It's about this thick. It's like solid steel, right?
He's a
Did
barbarian.
he do
pretty
something
much.
differently from when he opened it than when he deactivated it? The alarm. Did he do some? Was his movement different?
It looked different.
Did
you saw a different sequence or whatever.
Did you memorize the sequence?
I can memorize anything.
Amy Vorpal, everyone.
Yeah.
What does he have to do? Is you have to roll for that? Or
No,
what?
I mean you have an excellent memory for memories. For memories. You have an excellent memory for maps, geography, and you can recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
So rune features. You made that character sheet, Tom. Why are you looking at it?
You didn't. This
It's,
is a
it's
pre
under the feature of Wanderer, so all right.
That's a background.
That's fine. You can either give me a perception check or an intelligence investigation check.
Dude.
You have bumps too. You have those bumpies too.
I guess it doesn't matter. They're the same.
I'll do 2 bumps
Noise.
to remember this.
Okay.
A bump to remember, a bump to forget.
Oh my god.
Wait, don't do the second one then. Because just to remember it quick.
Wow.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You only roll 1 die unless there's a reason you would have advantage.
You could use inspiration.
You can use your inspiration
True.
if you want. That's up to you.
I'll do the 1. So if I give you 2 bumps, that means I get 2 rolls?
No, you get +2 to the roll.
Oh, I see.
This is a pretty important role. No pressure.
Well, you got a natural 2.
Reroll.
Reroll! Reroll! Oh, wait. But I'm gonna take it.
Take it.
All right, guys. Here goes nothing. We'll use the red die.
Roll fireball.
15.
Boom.
Damn!
Plus
How
2.
many bumps?
+2. All right, so that's 17.
Yep.
You're fairly confident that you watched enough of it that
Yes.
you watched it and you could try to replicate it with a modicum of success.
Rune
All right.
combination to disable alarm.
Mm-hmm.
God, I swear my Eric is.
Why?
It's a sword that breaks
It
inanimate
just
objects.
busts things.
Boom, boom, boom.
Remember,
Yeah.
part of your mission is to get in and get out without being detected,
Oh,
right?
he wouldn't have done that though.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't have done
He wouldn't have done this at all. He
He
would
would
not.
have said, "I'm gonna take a nap."
It occurs to you that it's very convenient that that you got approached with this job when Grayson wasn't here.
That guy's
Hey.
a pervert.
Wait, what? I don't think that's what he meant.
Oh.
Hmm?
Still a pervert.
Do you think? Do you think?
Grayson's behind the whole thing.
What if Clumpy Clump was Grace?
That doesn't make any sense.
He did it to test us.
Oh, we're failing then.
Hey, quick
Are we?
question. Do you know where this metal was sourced from?
I believe they sourced it from Iron Master, which of course is one of the finest penitentiary mines in all of the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
is
call
that
it
where-
earth gouging, but all right.
Where
Yeah.
that is?
More slave
All right.
labor.
His store's pretty solid.
Shall I add points?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, let's add some points, and I'd also like to thank you so much for. It's a fine door. It's a fine door.
Best barbarian inspector
I
ever.
love it.
Is
All right.
is Quickly, Mr. Quickly, coming
Wait,
by?
wait, wait,
or-
wait, wait. Wait.
All right.
Open the door again. Open the door again. We need to see, check the rooms beyond.
It just like swings back and forth, right?
It's just open?
Well, he was
Your
testing it.
compatriot was testing it.
All right. What about the back door?
Let's move on. Yes.
Let's go out the back into the other rooms, please. This one passes, you gain extra points. Great job. Good work.
All right, very good. Just one moment while I reactivate the alarm.
No.
Puts the key in.
Wait.
We gotta memorize.
Yeah. And so you go.
Do we have it memorized? I yell aloud.
This is gonna go swell.
This one disablement does not disable the alarm for the entire building, just for this room. Because if it's for the entire building, we'll need it to remain off while we continue our inspection. Unless you want to cause quite the fuss.
Well, this it disables the alarm for the vaults.
The what?
The vaults of discretion. The other areas of the
Okay, and we're
of
going
the guild
there.
hall have separate alarms.
Okay, well, we're finishing our inspection of this area, so if you could please leave the alarm off until we are done, that would be wonderful.
All right, if we can be quick about it, that's fine.
Oh, are you hasting me? Negative points.
Ooh.
I'm just
Inspections take time, and
Trying-
if you don't have time for an inspection, you don't have time to have a guild.
whenever we have the alarm off, we have a procedure where we have to bring additional staff on to watch all the doors so that we don't expose ourselves to a security breach, which of course is the whole reason we're all here, right?
All right, extra points. Where are the extra staff?
Let me just summon them. And he leans down and just talks into his brooch. And he says, Winston, Marcus, can you come in here, please? And all of a sudden, two guys who are also, they're just wearing vests, they're not wearing the coats and stuff, and they have sashes, but they show up and they're like, and he's like, can you wait here? And then also, can you summon Mr. Quickly? There's some concern about some of the HR goings on in the Scriveners Guild. And Winston and Marcus kind of like shoot each other a look like, yeah, that's no surprise.
At least someone's talking about it.
And then Marcus takes off and goes down and get the guy. So yeah, Winston kind of posts up at the door here, kind of like tries to look like very.
Perhaps you
stern
should
official.
ask Winston about his morale while we're here.
That's a good idea. May I speak to Winston
Yes.
in private?
I'm here at the door to watch the door.
Could you make sure he's not peeping in our conversation?
Oh yes, why don't you follow me over here and tell me more about this wind bedroom?
Oh yes, it's a tank. It holds approximately 120 gallons of capacity. Although there's not anything really in it, it's just air. It's just a large steel tank that we have on the roof.
You know, I just to check for infrastructure issues.
Climb in there.
I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'll fit in the elemental vent, but I just want to make sure.
You suspect it would be a tight squeeze, right? But it is big enough. The thing is, there's this fine mesh grate over it that you would have to somehow. You don't know how it's secured in there or whatnot. I mean, you look at it and you're like, I just kicked that thing out. But given the parameters of the mission, you're not sure that's what you'd want to do. But it does look like the hole is about yay across. So that's about what, 2 feet, 2.5 feet.
I get
So if you squeezed, you might be able to fit.
Now, if I don't know, if I was planning this out, I would just put the drum and make sure that it's sort of like in a vacuum secure area. But you guys are a little pressed for space. So what exactly is around the area that you're keeping all the elementals while they're sleeping?
We have a number of gargoyles on the roof who prevent any sort of intrusion.
So it goes up, and you got all the friendly gargoyles. So you got all the gargoyles up there just right around the drum?
Yeah, there's gargoyles stationed all over the roof, of course.
Great. That's good. That's a good
In
answer.
fact, let me show you. I have a map here. There's a gargoyle here. There's one on this corner.
Great.
There's two over
Right
here.
at the corners, yeah.
There's two over here. These have an excellent field of view over the courtyards, both inside and outside of the building.
And then where's this drum we're talking about? Where's that protruding from?
That would be. It's in this area right here.
Oh,
Great.
there are no gargoyles there. Negative points.
But there's a gargoyle here.
Negative points.
And then down below, there's two gargoyles over the roof, over the entrance.
Just seems like this particular opening is not guarded. Negative points.
Very good. We'll station somebody up there overnight until we can get some more gargoyles up there.
Perfect.
All right.
Maybe take one of them from the front entrance. You don't need two gargoyles there.
Or just
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Who is the man you will be placing there?
Oh, I haven't decided who's going to pull it. Do I have to see who's available and how many hours everyone has put in on the staff?
I think it would be important for all of us that we met with this individual. This place is highly susceptible to a break-in.
Oh.
So many weak points. I look at his eyes.
I mean, for example, this mesh, give it a kick. Just like a...
It's on the scene.
You jump kick.
I mean, just like this mesh. I try to get at someone, I don't know, someone... I'm sure
Very
someone-
good. Well, if you're concerned...
We're back. We're doing a bad job.
If you're concerned about a security here, I will contact the head of the city watch this very afternoon and have the patrols doubled.
For fuck's
and
sake.
see if I can contact. We do have a number of mages on patrol, which I will be able to dispatch and perhaps just station one of our mages and one of our shield guardians up on the roof.
No,
I think-
I wouldn't do
Yes,
that
I would like-
immediately, though. Maybe you
I
don't
would
want
like to
alarm
volunteer
people.
myself to oversee this process.
Oh.
As I am a sorcerer, I think I would be able to help.
Give me a deception check.
Clinch. Oh, la 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 la.
Was it a 4 against a nat 20?
He's not a mage.
Oh my god.
His disguise falls out. His fake mustache just falls off.
His real mustache is. Why would it, wait? Are dragonborns able to grow mustache?
No, it's a fake one. That's why.
Me either.
Who are you people? What's going on here?
The fuck, really, Tom?
Natural 20.
You natural 20 into 3.
You son of a bitch! He was trying to convince you that
You guys
he
have
could
asked
help
a
with the
lot of
mages
weird
thing.
questions.
Yeah.
He could ask the mages thing.
Shit.
Wait, are we?
We're like,
I slammed the door shut.
Okay. Let's roll for initiative.
God!
Wait.
wow.
Okay. All
That
right.
happened very suddenly.
Just so we're all clear. I mean, just so we're. Oh wait, hold on. Just so we're all clear.
There it is.
We're not trying to hurt him. We're trying to capture him. Okay?
Did we bring our weapons?
I have mine.
I've got mine.
I
But
hope he didn't bring flags.
I didn't bring
Hey,
weapons.
let me tell you something.
No, Jesse.
Jesse, please.
So
All
I
right.
think I'm gonna try. Okay, we're rolling for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh, for fuck, dick. Oh wait, what did I just roll? A 4. Oh,
Initiative. Oh,
No.
the number. Sorry.
Where am I?
What's
Who
happening?
is this?
Okay.
Whoopsie. Daisy. What'd you get, Matthew?
I got 13.
Not bad.
Lucky Amber
bad.
13.
What'd you get?
18.
Oh, 18's good.
Yeah, but if you're going last or like second to last,
It now occurs to me that was actually a pretty easy way to get out of this. Could just said it was a test.
oh, I don't
That
know
was a test.
I don't know if it would beat a nat 20 though.
What'd you roll for initiative? You could say that right away.
1.
He got a 1, so he's going last.
Wait, what is your class for being? Oh.
That's a good question.
Bada bing. Oh
When
yeah,
I roll
initiative is
ones,
usually
I get to re-roll them.
that's a
instead
halfling
of-
thing though.
Oh, okay.
So you add 2 to that.
We'll just cross out
But
human.
usually when you get 1, it's your last no matter
Yeah.
what.
And what room are we in right now?
We are in that big wind room, I believe.
Oh, so I guess
The
I got
air
an
room.
8.
I believe we're in that wind room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in
Because-
the
And where,
Okay,
and where are we
yeah,
trying to
right.
get to
Plus
again? We're trying to get
dexterity,
to.
so I got 3.
Dope.
Great.
Like, I wonder if there's a way we could just.
Oh my god, we
like,
all
so
died.
we came
This
to
is
recon,
the
but we
worst.
had an hour.
We're not gonna
Like,
die.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
just gonna
exactly.
If we could just
fight
get
our way
there. Maybe we could, but we're not supposed. We're supposed
God
to do it
damn it.
on.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. I need to jump at the mesh.
I mean, we could just be like, no one's attacked yet.
All right.
It could just be me weirdly slamming the door. I'm an aggressive woman. I think I've made that clear.
Uh huh.
I
Oh.
make out with him.
and what did you roll? What did you roll?
An 8.
8 for your initiative.
Yeah. Not
All right.
ideal. Wait, what's your initiative, Tom?
Well, that's a great question, right? So,
This guy's a level
let's see.
17 lich.
Pause.
We're dead.
Cover his mouth.
We just died.
Okay,
This is
I
the
got,
room we're in.
I'm on a 12.
We all die.
Okay.
Oh, you get to go first. At
I got an
least.
18.
And and he gets to go second. I think he gets to go 2nd. So.
All right. So, Avril, he says, "Who are you? What's going on here?" She slams the door shut.
Gently slams it.
High or low?
Hi. Dick!
Marcus is on the outside of the room, so
Oh, for
Who-
fuck, Dick. No, he's not.
who knows what happens there? But
No,
you
he's
slam the door
not.
closed there.
No, he's not. You remember the runes, though. You
All right.
sealed
What would
the
you like
door.
to do?
Okay. Okay. What is it? Did he pull out a weapon when this happened?
It's not his turn.
I know, but like we all.
He confronted, so Maldraxxus says this whole thing like, I think you should put me on the roof because I know magic and stuff. And like at this point, like he does an insight check on you guys, and I nat 20'd it, and he rolled a 3.
Yeah.
And the jig is up, and so he
jig
goes,
is-
"Who are
He was
you?
here, this would not be happening.
What's really going on?" And she slams the door closed, so that's kind of an immediate reaction.
Yeah, it implies a lot of things.
So that's what's going on.
Winston-
I don't know what else to tell you.
Winston's
He has
right.
he's not pulled a weapon. It's not his turn to act.
Winston's right next to me. Winston was inside, right?
Winston's
Winston
outside
left.
the door. That's what high and low was
Marcus.
Oh, I
for.
thought Marcus was on the outside.
Winston was going to get Aldous quickly.
Oh.
Or one of them was. Either
Right.
Winston or Marcus. One of those guys was dispatched to go to Aldous to talk about the HR issue. And one of them was posted at the door because they turned the alarm system off.
But on the outside.
Yes.
Perfect. Great.
But
And
you
the
were
door
on the
slammed
inside.
closed.
But when you talking to him about
I was
HR?
about to, but we never got through it.
Oh.
So I was near the door.
That would be shitty.
Okay.
Don't give Tom any ideas.
Fuck. All right, I pull out my bow and, oh man, I ready in action. If he pulls out a weapon, I fire.
No, I just said to you.
What?
I said we're trying to capture him, not hurt him.
I'm not gonna shoot him in the head.
All right.
I just said for the health of the mission.
You ready in action to shoot him if he pulls a weapon?
Yes.
All right, very good.
Maybe you could grab
You're
one
next.
and,
And I'm inside of the door.
You guys are all inside this area here, right?
It's okay to fail.
And he's in there with us,
Yes.
right? I feel like I'm gonna pull a dagger and I'm gonna hold it to his throat and make him help us through this.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see any other way. I mean, we gotta just fucking do this.
All right. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, baby, here we go.
ooh, baby. Oh,
9.
get new dice!
Yeah, I know, right? But intimidation, I have plus 6.
That's an 11.
No. 9 plus 6. It was actually a 9. It moved. It's a 9 plus 6, so it's 15.
15.
Dope.
All right. Very good. He does not get a 15.
Oh,
All right.
fuck.
So he just kind of goes, all right. We're all calm here. Everything's fine. What do you want?
Wait, I snatched the thing off the brooch off his shirt.
Perfect.
Like, you see him wince like when you do that. Like,
Smash
all
it.
No, we need it.
We don't need the
I
brooch.
can do great impressions.
Oh.
Great, yeah. Let's strip him down and have you dressed
Wait.
as him.
Cover his mouth. Okay.
What? No.
Wait, cover his mouth.
Mouth covered.
And then I'm gonna use the
Brooch.
brooch and to talk to Winston and Marcus.
Okay.
Is that who it connects to? Anybody that I want?
You don't know.
Who did he talk to on it before?
He leaned over into it and said, "Winston and Marcus, can you come here?"
Oh yeah, okay. Continuing, I'm doing an impression of him.
Okay.
It's not good in real life, but yeah.
Give me a deception check to mimic him.
I'm gonna bump this. I'm scared. I have a plus 10. This is so stupid. Okay, yeah.
You got it.
2 bumps. Need more bumps.
Need those bumps.
So 14, 16, 26.
Nice.
Yeah, you sound exactly like him. And what do you say to them?
I say, Winston, Marcus, continuing the routine inspection. We've closed off the passageway to help further our investigation. Please keep a lookout in front of the door to keep anyone from interrupting this process. We want to make sure we get more points.
Okay, and so you hear who you assume to be Marcus say, very good, sir. Should I have Master Quickly wait outside then, or can he go about his business again?
If you could actually send him in, but just send him alone, and actually you can go back to your usual post.
We're fine here. How are you?
Give me another deception
Yeah,
check.
that is
You asked me a question, I answered.
Answer to the most
ridiculous.
suspicious possible. The door slams, and then you hear,
Oh God!
It was a good one though.
Yeah, this is good.
It was a nat 20.
Nat 20.
That's a 31.
Oh my god.
Deceive.
Yes, sir. We'll send Master Quickly right in. By himself. Should he dispose of any weapons or strip himself of any
Yes.
defensive magic items?
I think that would be best, considering the seriousness of this inspection. But make sure he has his key because we'll need it to enter the following rooms.
I'm just kidding. That conversation doesn't happen.
Fair.
But
Rude! Nat 20 plus 11! That conversation happens.
Not
Whatever
Not that
Havana
way.
wants.
How it works.
Oh, it's my show now. My show now. My show now.
Can we get a Twitter poll going? We're going to poll in the chat going.
Hashtag my show now.
Is it Tom's show or is it Havana's show? Let's see. Let's see.
In Havana. In Havana.
Can we?
While this is all going on, I want to turn to the gentleman and say, by the way, this is still part of the test.
Deception roll. You're losing points.
He looks down at the dagger on his throat and he's like, certainly.
Again, great doors.
All right.
Great doors.
So, about 5 minutes later, there's this kind of like, there's not even like you hear, or no, you don't hear anything either. Like the door opens and Master Quickly comes in.
And I've been waiting behind the door.
Okay.
So he pops in, and so I grab him from behind
Okay.
when he comes in and then shut the door with my butt.
I'm going to grab whatever
like
possible brooch or anything that's on his clothes.
Okay. All right.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Give me an attack roll to grapple him and swing the door closed fairly fluidly.
All right. And what am I going to add for that, guys?
Be strength.
Great. That's going to be a 17.
16.
Okay. Yeah. So you grab him and pull him in. That's fine. And you slam the door closed. You do catch a glimpse of kind of like Marcus, kind of like.
I told him not to come over here very convincingly. Tom.
Noted. So you slam the door closed, and I don't know who's got him. Who's actually like physically.
I've got him. I
You've
think
got him.
I grabbed him from behind.
All right.
I just want a brooch.
You put okay.
She
you
grabbed him
race
from
is
behind.
he?
She closed the door with her
you
butt.
rip the gloves off and.
What race is he?
He's
small?
he's humanoid. No,
Frick.
he's
Goblin.
He's a human.
He's human.
Hanging.
Yeah. He's a human. You managed to like climb up on a desk and jump on top of him, right?
I'm like his back.
And he's like, oh.
Surprise!
So glad you're here.
Alexis, do you remember the combination to seal the door without turning on the alarm again?
I do.
All right. Let's have a roll.
Oh
to make that
no,
happen.
this might be bad. Okay. Oh my god, roll good.
17.
That looks good. That looks pretty good.
Yes.
And then what would it be? Charisma?
No, it's
No.
an intelligence check. I'll
So
give you an
remember the
Arcana check. I'll give you an
combination.
Arcana check. So you have Arcana rank.
So it'd be
That's
20.
a 20 total.
Modified
yeah,
20.
so you do manage to like relock the door from the inside, right? Okay.
Great.
Very good.
Dope.
All right.
We've got you right where we want you.
Yeah.
What? Why did I say that? I didn't say
I don't
that.
know why.
That's not my voice.
So let's continue the
Inspection.
inspection.
So he said that we'll need there's some dual locks, like a sort of like missile launch sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
They both have a key that we need.
But it looks
feel
like we might need their hands as well. So.
I think that we can use that to our advantage and intimidate them with that.
Wait, you
because
sound so weird.
We can intimidate them.
We can't say it out loud to them.
Are you okay?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Hard.
Give me an intimidation check.
Ooh, I bet you're intimidating.
so 5, but My intimidation is +6, so it's an 11.
That's an 11, huh?
They're under arrest. You have disadvantage.
Ayo,
don't
you
need
have
it.
5
disadvantage.
again.
Get less than a 5, I dare you.
Okay. We're poor civil servants here, merely trying to execute our duties. Whatever you need.
I'm adding points for being babies.
I lift up my bandaged hand, like, yes, this happened to me earlier today with these guys.
Oh,
So-
What the
That's-
hell are you doing?
Well, I just wanted to help. No, I'm trying to. I'm also
Oh,
intimidated because I'm
yeah.
just like, they hurt me.
He did it sufficiently.
And you know what? I didn't even.
I
You're
know,
making
but-
us feel bad.
No, I don't.
You agreed
I'm
to
fine
it.
with
I
it.
said it'd
We're
help you
trying
with
to
the
act
organic
tough.
soap thing.
We're trying to be tough. And he
All
didn't
right.
even do.
Dunstan looks at you and he's like, "That looks horrible." And then Alice
Yeah.
is like, "Are you using some sort of aloe? What's this?"
Don't get
no,
it
it was actually a
started.
milkweed.
Oh,
Yeah.
milkweed. Oh, that's an
Yeah, but
excellent
they had
idea.
it caged in like a. Well, yeah. Well,
All right, stop that. Come on.
There's so much artificial potionry going on these days.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Is this a bond? Is this a bond that's happening?
All right, wait, hold on. Let me.
Roll charisma to be best friends. I say.
I have an idea.
Can we say it in front of them?
I'm going to put it all out there.
Well,
Letting it all hang.
Yeah. No one has to die today. We didn't even plan for anybody to die. No one's going to die.
No, I hope not.
we didn't even plan to do this. This
We're
was
not-
a routine inspection. You made it weird.
We're not even here to steal anything. We're not. We're not here to steal anything. We're going to go into a room and then leave without taking anything. That's it.
Scouts. Honor.
Yeah, that's actually completely true.
I promise you, we are not here. I'm not lying. We're not here to steal anything.
You're not even going to take knowledge.
What the fuck?
Do I look? Wait. I'm not gonna take any knowledge.
Unless you have some organic soap recipes up in here that are top secret.
I feel like
Alice
I'm
is
being
like,
attacked.
well, as a matter of fact, we actually
Oh,
have an
come
extensive library of
on.
botanicals.
After this, with you and I, man, we have a lot to talk about.
Okay, second honeymoon here.
Oh my god, dual honeymoons would be so fun.
That does sound fun. So let's just do this the easy way. We go in there, you let us into a room, we do something for a minute, and then we come back out.
And you never see us
You'll
again.
never see us again.
Until next year's inspection.
Until next year's expansion, that's going to happen.
Which
Won't
I
you
hope
lend
your
us
security is mine next time.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't try to scare them anymore.
He kind of looks over at Dunstan, and Dunstan kind of looks over at him, and he's like, I don't see that we have a lot of choice but to cooperate with you. You're the
Wonderful.
ones with the weapons and the weird dragon man.
All right,
Whoa,
don't need to
that's
call names.
A little racist, all right?
Don't
Let's
need
not.
to call names. We really need to talk about your HR department.
Which of the
after
two
this.
said that?
Just to be clear, he's a dragon, and he is weird.
You're weird.
Is
Yeah.
this
Which
du-
part of that statement was incorrect?
This
Are you
is-
not a man? I'm sorry.
Your head is shaped like a rectangle, you ding dong.
That seems like a condition. Probably shouldn't make fun of
I
that.
was a child, so I appreciate all your help.
You're welcome.
You're
we
with
go.
us.
Welcome, Mel.
You're with us, Mel. Mel.
We're friends now. You can,
Melly boy.
You can call me Mel.
Yes,
We did it.
Broken barriers today.
and that's the show.
All right.
Friendship won today.
Let's
Very good.
Oh yeah.
So
Could have used that to
go,
get out of this.
just open this door.
All right. Very good. So he leads you over into
The hallway.
the hallway over here. You go into this room. He says, the next portion of the area we'll need to hold hands, all of us together, in order to traverse.
Aw.
Yeah, all right. That sounds good.
I love
Can I do an
holding
insight
hands.
check on this guy to make sure he's telling the truth?
Sure, give me a roll.
What's it?
Good call.
What is that? What's the roll?
Insight?
Insight. I don't see. What how about
Yeah, it would be in under
If you
skills.
don't have
if
it,
you
then
had
it's
it.
straight
I
up
had
wisdom.
10.
So it'd be wisdom.
Plus
So you
one.
have plus 1, so 11.
11.
All right, you get 11. He's nervous, right? So it's you can't tell whether he's lying or not. All you get off of him is like he's nervous and he's not sure that he wants to upset you with what has to happen next, right? He brings up the fact like I'm not happy about this, but this is the way it works, so we will have to all hold hands, right? And then he and Dunstan one puts his left hand on the wall, and you see some runes light up.
And the
other one,
orangutan
he puts his right hand on the
The
wall.
orangutan?
He's checking in.
And you see a series of
What is that a reference to?
you see a series
Hotel orangutan?
of 16 runes all light up and form a pattern. And then the door that's there just disappears, just
Really
phases
quick,
out.
could I? I'm also really good. I'm also a wanderer. I would like to see if I could take a stab at memorizing what just happened.
Sure. So you can either use intelligence investigation or wisdom perception.
I'm gonna boost. I'm gonna give a
You
little
can use
boost.
up to 3.
I'm gonna use one.
One of
One
You have
is
3
the
rerolls.
loneliest
Do something,
number
man.
since the number
He's doing
one.
badly.
I can't. I'm good at everything.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's wisdom.
either wisdom perception or intelligence investigation.
I'm gonna go
Don't
to
do
wisdom.
intelligence.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 16.
Okay. You have an idea of how it goes.
Cool. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
All right. So this thing just
what?
phases out of existence, and then what you see before you is kind of this swirling, howling void of color, just like different shapes and specks and swirls of color. It's almost as if you're going into this area thing right here, right?
Oh, is this the roof?
And you see like blobs of color flying through space. It's as if you were to look inside a kaleidoscope almost, except that it's three-dimensional, and you can't see any boundaries to the space or anything like that. There's the doorway that apparently leads into this weird swirling void of different sounds and color. And he says, "All right, follow us." And,
All right.
And Dunstan is at the front, and Quickly is at the back of the chain, and you guys are all in between. And everybody, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oof.
Yeah.
have
I don't
advantage
have any
on
more
this?
bumps. Oh shit! Yeah. I saw this.
Oh yeah, we can bump.
Well, you can use your you can use
Your
your
inspiration will give you advantage on the roll, and you can use bumps if you so choose.
I definitely want to do that.
Shit, 11.
making
That's
its
not
video.
great. Great.
14.
Intelligence, you said?
Intelligence.
Whoa,
saving
natty
throw.
12!
Whoa! Do. I got a 10.
I got a 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my nap.
I got 17.
Yeah. What were you gonna roll? Why'd you roll again?
I don't know. I just wanted to
not?
just
You got
see
the
how
advantage.
I'm doing tonight.
By comparison, really good. Really
Okay, so you got a nat 20, you got a 17.
14.
14?
10.
10. All right.
I'm a
So-
ding dong.
So the two of you are absolutely like bedazzled by what's happening here, and you can see that you're walking into some sort of magical effect, but you can feel like you can kind of fend it off, right? Like it doesn't overwhelm your mind. You manage to you look straight ahead. You see that they're actually walking through a fairly simple kind of maze corridor, but you know that the magical effect would actually enhance the maze thing, and you might end up just getting lost if your mind got overwhelmed by this effect. You have had this trip literally hundreds of times out in the forest, eating different mushrooms, smoking different herbs and spices or whatever it is.
Yep.
You were just like, you see the room as absolute, like you have no problem. You see it exactly as they see it, but you're just like, oh yeah, we'll just go down the corridor through the door, and there's a door on the other side.
Oh my god.
Whoa! What is this?
Yeah. So you guys are just beguiled by this thing. You would get lost if you didn't, like, you guys actually kind of let go, but because the two of you managed to resist the effect, you hang on to them and kind of keep the chain going. and lead them through to the other side, where you step out into a plain white room, lit from above by some sort of continual light panel or something like that. And there is a large steel door with a pentagram on it.
Oof.
And there are keyholes in each of the dots around the circle of the pentagram, right?
Okay.
And so Aldous and Dunstan get out their keys, and one of them puts a key in one of the things, and one of them puts in the key in another one, and that line of the pentagram lights up.
Which
right?
line is it?
It doesn't matter, because as they turn the key and then they pull it out, it stays lit up, and then they put their keys in another set of joined keyholes, and they turn, and that lights up until the whole thing, like the whole star of the pentagram, has lit up. And then again, they put their left hand. One of them puts their left hand on the left hand side, and one of them puts their right hand on the right hand side, and you see the lines of the pentagram begin to race, right? And there's a spiral of runes in the outside circle of the pentagram that light up.
Loading bar.
And then suddenly it glows to become just this solid white disc. And the two of them then press on the disc, and this huge metal door swings open. You are in this room, which is approximately 30 feet by 30 feet. There are a number of scrolls on display here. There is a book that is set wide open, and also says, don't look into the book.
Okay.
Has
Unless
that
you-
happened to us before?
What?
Don't look in that book.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Has it? What books did you look into?
So, I mean, they're inclined to walk into the room with you, but what do you want to do?
Why don't you just wait out here and with us, with some of us, we'll wait out here with them, and you need to go inside to do that, don't you?
Yeah, I can wait outside. I'm not gonna do anything.
What if something gets triggered and I fucking get murdered and nobody knows and y'all just waiting out here for me to come back and I never come back because I've been fucking speared in the fucking brain with some sort of thingamabob.
Okay, yeah, that's a good. Anything in there we should be worried about?
Oh, I'm sure they'll tell you the absolute truth of that matter.
Well, they've been
You know
honest.
what'll make them tell the truth is they're with us, and if they don't, I've got this pin stuck in my hair.
What if we got one on the outside, one on the inside? I'll stay with that one on the
Why does
outside.
anyone need to be on the outside?
I don't know.
If they're with us, then they will notify us of traps because if they don't tell us, they'll die too.
We both have to be on the same side of the door, otherwise it won't open.
Oh, all right. Well, then you're
We
coming.
either both have to be on the inside, or we both have to be on the outside.
Or their hands have to be on one side or the other.
Gruesome.
You make such
Yeah,
a
let's
convincing
cut.
inspector. It's amazing that this plot didn't come off more smoothly.
Wait, was that a joke?
I don't get it. I still don't get that thing about the orangutan either.
Okay, so it's,
All right, let's all go in then together
All
as a
right.
family. Should we hold hands again?
No, we don't need to hold hands to go into the room.
when I said that they were gonna laugh,
Multiple of you got this reference to a movie called Dunstan Checks In about.
wait, do you not know about this film?
You got 5 out of 10 stars.
I feel like we should talk about the end because this is a huge sort of like rabbit hole that we go down.
Why the fuck did multiple of you know? Oh my god.
I don't know what this is.
Dunstan checks in.
He's
You've ever
ready
heard
to
of it?
fucking
It's
hang
a-
out.
The hell?
Hugely popular film from the 90s.
He's about to turn a 5-star hotel into a 3-ring circus.
Oh dear.
All right, cool. I'm good to go.
All right. So there's you all go inside is what has been decided. So you,
Fucking
like I said,
monsters.
so there's a variety of there's scroll racks. There is definitely like a big book that's set on a pedestal that's open, and the other thing that you see that's odd is there's a big iron chest on the one side of the room, just sort of set there by itself, and it's probably yay big, and it's a good 6 feet long, maybe longer.
And this is the room that what we're looking for is in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody just split up and look for it? Or do we... No? I'm really bad at this planning thing.
Jesus Christ. What's in the chest?
What? Wait, what? That's not my plan at all.
What?
Why do you want to look in the chest?
I'm asking them what's in it.
Oh, you're asking them, okay.
Jesus Christ.
There are some stone tablets in the chest.
Which have what on them?
They have very powerful magical inscriptions on them.
Real quick, are these stones that you guys came into possession of, or were they taken from where they belonged and kept in this iron cage? I'm being serious right now, guys. I know that I think this is a big issue for me.
The Pygarian Paladinson, one of our open lord of Waterdeep, asked us to keep this here.
All right.
Apparently, Kelvin Blackstaff intends to study it.
Who?
Kelvin Blackstaff is one of the more famed wizards here in Water. You're not local, are you?
No,
You don't get to know where we're from.
but I'm definitely not.
Okay.
He's a what? He's just a wizard?
Yes. Yeah. And you likely have heard of Kelvin Blackstaff. He's one of the most famous and just like you've definitely heard of Elminster of Shadowdale, who is like the most powerful, like he's the Gandalf of the Forgotten Realms. Kelvin Blackstaff is kind of considered like sort of like the Archmage of Waterdeep.
So he's like the Dunstan Chexan of.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Get
He's-
it?
No!
He's sort of the
I don't.
he's like the Harold and Maude of twee 80s films.
Stop.
I get that reference.
I like him already.
I get that reference.
Yeah.
That's a dark reference.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Thank you.
So we don't need to check in there, right?
I'm trying to think. The dungeon master put it in the game because he thought maybe it'd be important, but I'm not sure the significance of it.
Who's the dungeon master?
You don't know the dungeon master? Well,
Oh, is the dungeon master here?
Tom Lommel checks in.
As Tom's behind a curtain trying to close it.
Where do you keep your maps in this room?
Wait. Wait.
This rack of scrolls over here would be all of our maps.
All of them?
Well, no, there's an entire wing downstairs of the Waterdeep public maps. Of course, anybody could access those.
Well, obviously, we don't want the public ones, or there's all these shenanigans that wouldn't be going about.
I'm unfamiliar with the Dewey Decimal System. I'm looking for
Me too.
the
Shit.
surveyor's
By
map
Archmage Dewey.
Oh.
of the Grey Peak Mountains.
Yes. And Aldous looks through and he pulls a scroll out and he's like, this is that. It's very, very rare, very fragile. Please. And there's a marble kind of viewing slab and a marble. There's a marble. It almost would be like an altar, but really it's just a desk or whatever you want to call it. Like it's a marble table. But it's a big marble table, and he takes it and he very carefully rolls it out.
I scare him. Ha! It rips
Give
him
me.
off.
Crumbles to dust.
All right. So he rolls it out, and you can tell that it's odd because it's written on some sort of thin metal, right? But the metal has like pieces of it withered away and broken, almost as if the metal were a type of cloth. But it's clearly metal, right? But it's not threads. It's one continuous sheet. The edges are frayed and beaten and torn and broken off, and it's very crumpled and crinkled. But it very obviously has, different mountain, parts of the Great Peak Mountains on it and things like that, right?
But parts of it are missing?
Possibly, yeah, parts of it might be missing. You definitely see, well, give me an intelligence investigation check.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I'll do one of those as well since I asked for it.
Donald. Oh, for Christ's sake. That's like a 3. Don't even look at me, Tom.
I got a 12.
You get a 12. The only
Someone smart roll.
It's not me.
I don't think we'll see.
You're the smart one.
She looks at her husband.
I'm the idiot here.
Honey.
Honey, help. God damn it.
Are you happy?
No.
I'll use one of my 3 rerolls.
Why'd you get so stupid?
Jeez.
Damn.
Probably after
sorry.
you yelling at me all day. There, that's a 14.
14. Kind of between the two of you,
Teamwork.
there's, you're looking at the thing. The only thing that strikes you is that there's one particular feature in the Great Peak Mountains which seems weird, which is that there's a crater at the very top of in the thick of one of the mountain ranges. There's a crater.
What's this about? I just kind of point at it. So they don't know anything?
They don't-
Come on, smart dudes.
That is said to be the site where the gods fell,
What?
Which gods?
the ancient ones.
All of them?
There are many different faiths across the realms. This map is of unknown origin. It is simply called the Surveyor's Map, but we have no record of who that surveyor actually is. And it, as best as we can translate, this says where the gods fell.
All right. Well, cool. Good to know. I think we're good.
Oh, well, let me
The only
make a copy of the
only
map.
other thing I can tell you is that the Lords of Waterdeep have deemed this to be forbidden knowledge. It is not to leave this room.
It won't. We promise you.
What?
Just turn around.
Oh, I was like, what
Also-
the fuck?
Real quick, I don't want to bother you guys with this rant, so I'm just going to go on a separate one because of the whole Iron Chest thing. I'm just going to whisper it to these guys
Iron
over here.
chefs?
The Iron Chest.
Oh,
What would an Iron Chef be to me?
it's like where a really good chef faces off against like an okay chef, and they have like a specific ingredient challenge. You never been to that show?
Food is meant to be
Iron
caught
Chef.
and consumed, and you're not. It's not a sport. You just okay.
All
you know
right,
what?
me and you, we're gonna go on a friend date. After this whole thing, we're gonna go watch some live cooking competitive.
Here's my thoughts about food. Give me 1 second, okay? And hey, so anyway, well, we both can just memorize the map,
You wanted a copy.
but we can just do it. Can we just draw it later?
Well, I brought the stuff, and I know how to do it.
Okay.
It's not gonna take that long.
No, we should do it. Yeah.
But also, this food competition thing sounds like a crock of shit.
Oh my God! Don't knock it. Take
If
your
it's not
time.
his thing, it's not his thing. Don't force it.
I gotta force it like a little.
We've been
I
through so many of
suggest
them.
we
They're
hurry
great, right?
before this turns into a 3-ring circus.
God damn it.
Albert. I see.
What's happening?
I gotta watch this tonight. Tonight.
You've
tonight.
never. It's the rarest movie in the world.
Dunstan
Really?
checks in, but does he check out?
Oh.
No goddamn idea what's happening.
All right, I got a question for you
You
guys.
don't know what it is.
No idea.
We're
Oh
watching
my
this
God.
tonight.
Specifically about this chest.
Oh, Dick.
Yes.
Like the one, like
gone forever.
specifically that one right there. How secure is that chest? I'm thinking I'm gonna just distract them for a little bit.
Are you going to take those stones back to their natural habitat?
No, we'll see how the conversation goes.
All right. So give me a deception check.
Okay.
You want to use your bumps or not?
Oh,
Oh, no, guess not.
and then for deception, what would I throw
What's your
into it?
charisma?
It would be deception if it's under
Plus
skills.
0.
Here. You might not have anything, or
Yeah.
charisma if you have anything. So
No.
just
18.
an 18.
18. All right. You successfully did, basically like bluff both of them into like talking or trying. It's funny because you start talking about how secure the chest is and what might be in it, and the more you talk about it, the less they want to talk about it.
Great.
So it does turn into this great kind of like distractionary technique. Distracting technique? Distraction or distractive? All right. So, give me a roll for your forgery check.
Can you hand me my dice? Oh, where it fell behind your chair leg. It's right. Whoop, other side.
How big did you say this room was?
How deep
30 by
is this
30
room?
by 30, great.
How deep is your room?
Before anybody touches anything else, can I cast a spell?
Oh.
Yes, please.
Pass without trace.
Okay.
Is that a little late?
It lasts for an
Our
hour.
footprints
This
are
dude's
all
fucking
over the magic.
Hung on the wall.
It lasts for an hour. A veil of shadows, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For duration,
put
each
on my
creature you
rat
choose
costume.
within 30 feet has plus 10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. And a creature that receives bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
La 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 la.
That lasts for an hour.
Kiss the girl.
And then,
Kiss the squirrel.
while we're distracting them, well, sorry, go ahead and finish your thing. I'll do this in a sec.
No, he's distracting them with he's asking all these really annoying questions about the box.
And they just like
what-
carried it up, like they
what's in
didn't
it.
assemble it here.
How big is it? I don't have a measuring tape.
And Aldous keeps going on about like, well, actually, we created these greased skids using grapeseed oil, and we use wooden rollers. And
Oh, you guys use grapeseed. Because there was the overabundance a year ago, right? And they were
Oh
like,
yeah.
This
there's
is
a-
like
there's
when
a-
the burglar breaks into your house
It was
and
a
you like end
bountiful
up playing
harvest. It was
Mario Kart
amazing.
together.
Yeah, it's great.
I will tell you, my hands have never been softer.
I always
Let
say
me
it.
see. Touch my face.
You're busy.
Oh.
Anyway, back to the chest.
All right. Do you want to make your forgery check?
Do you do
please?
this before I do this so that no traces of me making the forgery are there?
Oh yeah, that's done. That's already cast.
Oh, okay,
It was
good
a
to go.
different spell I was gonna cast, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh,
bitches, this is my
it's a natty
game.
20.
This is my game. Oh, whatever Havana wants. Yeah!
She legally did that though, like for reals.
Legally.
Hashtag my game now. My game now.
Hashtag sad face. 4
$20
times,
bills,
sad
$20
face.
bills.
Put up, put up, put up, put up, put up, put up, put up.
I thought that would be over.
It's like a Mighty Joe Young roll right there.
It's a different
All right.
movie.
Is
Wow.
that another monkey reference? It is, isn't it?
It's not
You
a monkey.
bastards!
It's not a monkey.
An ape. I'm sorry. A primate. I've got a monkey reference.
Uh-oh.
Tarzan. Wait, no.
Jungle Book.
So once you get this thing rolled out, you think about getting out like your scroll case and all that sort of stuff, but you look at it and you're like committed to memory, 100%.
Okay.
Like you've got it perfectly memorized down to the finest detail.
Okay.
This
That seems
just-
unlikely. I'm so stupid.
You rolled a 20.
I'm so
You
stupid.
rolled a nat 20.
I'm not arguing with you, Tom. I'm just reveling in my idiocy.
Well, so there is a moment where you get out your you get out your scroll and you get out your quill and you start to study it, and as you stare into it, you kind of enter this weird, almost like a fugue state, and you get this like tingle or this like keening sound, this very high pitched sound that's almost at the base of your skull, right? Just kind of like
ASMR?
and
ASL?
and you kind of like suddenly rush in and you see every single detail on the map, and it just kind of like imprints itself on your mind.
Oh my god.
You have
what
a mind palace.
I have a mind palace.
Is that a Dunstan reference?
He's checking into
Let's
the mind
retire
palace.
too. Yeah.
And he's never checking
not?
out.
And so there's just a small
Sherlock
like
Holmes.
there's just a moment where you just take a kind of a quick sharp inhale and then you snap out of it and you're like, oh, okay.
No traces. Yeah.
I see
It
everything.
evaporates immediately.
Yeah. So you don't need to make a physical copy here.
I don't need to make a physical copy here.
What?
Is that
Why?
said out loud?
I got it.
What do you mean you got it?
I got it.
All right.
Are you sure this is very important?
And you know, when
Yeah,
it
I
comes to
got
the
it.
hinges, and I glance over and I look. So we didn't even, but I could have.
What about the slabs? Should we take those?
All right. Well, this is.
Can I roll to see if we should take the slabs?
What?
What?
I just don't
box.
understand why you introduce them if
In
we're
the
not
box.
supposed
Exactly.
to have them.
This is literally why you put them there. It's literally just candy that you're like, I can't. I don't.
I say
don't
let her go
appreciate
for it.
No,
Okay, time to go. We're done here. Wasn't that fun?
Look, we
I mean,
didn't
for
even
me,
touch
honestly,
anything.
it was a ton of fun.
Okay.
I really enjoyed learning about.
Oh yeah,
The entire case.
Kiss.
We should
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
we should trade recipes for soap.
Kiss.
Now kiss.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I have this really great one that uses tea tree oil.
Kiss?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's I call it Dr. Bronner's.
Oh.
Could you put the skull away? I don't want to touch it.
More like Dr. Boner.
I have this.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't really even look at it.
We barely did. No.
It's a little. Oh, for fuck's sake, am I cursed?
What just happened?
Nothing. This is fine. This is
And I
fine.
use one that uses bird fecal matter, and I call it Dove. It's really like the acidic cut. It's like a crunchy acidic
Halt. Pause. What? Is
for soap.
that real? IRL. Me and you over.
No, Dove does not
Dove is a
use
brand of
bird poop.
I know that I
in
use.
their soap. No.
I want to know if there's bird poop. It is white like bird poop.
All right.
God damn it.
Noted. So, how would you like to leave here?
We.
Peacefully.
Literally the same way we
I feel like with a dagger to their throats is maybe not a so.
I think at this point the dagger's gone.
Oh,
because we're
oh
best
yeah.
friends.
Yeah. We're good friends.
And we literally didn't touch anything. We didn't touch anything. We didn't take anything.
Alright.
You've had eyes on us the whole time, and we haven't hurt a hair on your head.
They lead you out through the two very secure chambers, and before you get to the last door where Marcus is probably still standing guard, what would you like to do?
Go through the vent. We should get in the vent.
I would actually. I would like to do something.
Sure.
I would like to turn to my good friend quickly.
Quidly.
Quickly.
Quid.
Oh,
Quick, quick.
like a.
It was quick.
Quick.
Was it quick or was
Quickly,
it?
but it's L-E-Y.
Oh,
Quickly.
okay, great.
Aldous.
Quickly.
Hey, Aldous, I just want to
Quickly.
say, I don't know, for showing us around and for giving me a really nice tour and kind of changed my mind about, I don't know, like how city life could be. I just want to give you something as we're kind of walking out, if that's all right.
Yes?
I just have this stone of good luck. And I don't know, before I return back to where I'm from, I just kind of wanted to gift it to you, just as like a thank you on like behalf of all of us.
Oh. Well, this is a treasured item. It's these are very rare. Are you? I'm just a
I feel like
simple
you were not using that when you were
guild
rolling.
master. I'm not
No,
even
I wasn't
the official guild master. I'm just the acting guild master.
Oh, I'm not about titles. I'm like just like a soul-to-soul kind of person.
He's
so.
about connection.
I would thank you, but I don't even know your name. I'm sorry.
It's. You know what? Let's not even worry about that. Just ships in the night.
Ships in the.
Oh!
I have something I want to give you.
Okay. Hey, 1 second, everyone.
And he kind of turns to Dunstan and he kind of gets this guilty look. And then he gets out and he just has like 3 J's in his pocket.
Yes. Yes.
This is my finest stuff.
Oh my God, you good? You're saving my life right now. I've had the most stressful day. I can't even get into it. Dope. Thank you so much. I pocket the J's. Hit my waistband.
All right, very good. Now, please don't murder us.
Oh no, yeah, like we said,
Again. Said we weren't gonna.
and we didn't.
Concerned about this one.
Oh no,
He's such a teddy bear.
he's totes chill, yeah.
Such a
No,
teddy
no,
bear.
we wouldn't think about murdering you.
And
He kills them both.
can I take both their heads and then just like not kill them, but just smash them together and knock them out?
Sure.
In front of Marcus?
No, I don't think we went to the
You haven't
door.
opened the door
okay.
yet.
Please, Nat won this, so you actually killed him.
No!
After that moment, wouldn't that be hilarious?
No!
I'll make sure we don't nat one this whole
Oh, if
time.
you nat
Yeah,
one,
we're reaching
That-
the
that
end.
doesn't-
Bump it up.
that doesn't. Oh, God. What was
6.
that?
It's an 8.
What's your strength?
Uh,
All right.
Yeah.
8 total.
this would be intimidation or anything? Or this
So you clunk them together and like, ow! And then you're like, bam! And you hit them harder and like, oh. And you're not sure if they're actually out or they're just pretending to be out at this point, so you don't clunk them together again.
Like, they're just like, no, no matter what.
Okay, everybody back in character.
All right.
Push
Wait.
them in the corner. Will you push them in the corner, Mel? Just so, behind the door so they're not in view when we open it.
Baby's in the corner.
Okay.
She hadn't
Didn't
said
need
that.
to say that. Yes, very uncomfortable. All right. All right, Mel. Unlock the door, please.
All right, so we remember the sequence.
I don't know. Do you remember the sequence? You
Oh,
want to use your
out of
inspiration?
bumps.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration.
Nice. Good save. Yes.
All right.
All right, so 12 or right
Or
17.
Oh.
yeah. So you open it up, no problem. The door swings open.
Oh yes, I think that inspection went very well.
It's
I'm feeling very pleased.
secure.
But really quick before, I just want to check the locking mechanism of the door really quick.
It's a
Oh
very
yes,
good idea.
very good. Oh Marcus, I'm glad you're here. You know, they said they had a couple things to take care of in the vault, so they will be out momentarily. But they wanted us to let you know.
And then I close the door.
On Marcus. Marcus is in there.
No, he's
Marcus on the
outside.
Oh, sure.
And then, hey, really quickly, you did a really good job today, so I'm just gonna have a little something for you. That's all right. But I want to know that you're like cool.
Are you rolling to see if he's cool? He's fucking cool.
This is a Scrivener's Guild, dude. We're all fucking cool.
That's what I like.
Fucking party bitches.
Man, this has been blowing my mind because like I thought the city was like full of like terrible people who just want to destroy nature, but like I feel like all you guys are pretty chill.
Here's the thing about the Scrivener's Guild, right? Like, we're fucking laid back.
Walk with us,
dude.
talk with us,
Like,
Marcus.
No, we don't have time for that. We don't have time
alright.
for that. Give him your J and let's be on our way.
The reason there's so many HR complaints is because everybody in the Clerks Guild is so wound up that they'll get worked up because, oh, it smells in my office, man.
I suggest you stop with this attitude unless you want
I
to
got
lose
slapped
points.
on the ass. Well, I saw 3 people having sex in the copy room.
Sex in the copy room. I am writing a report on that.
She's kidding.
You want a first-hand account?
Oh, hey.
Flashback.
Been there, done that.
Give me a bluff check to get away from Marcus.
Oh,
Got an out of
shit.
bumps. Oh shit! Sorry.
Sploosh.
Sploosh. Well,
Apparently not all.
Beer
character
down.
sheet.
Beer down, character sheet down.
I'm all wet.
Sorry.
All right, we're all doing bluff checks.
No, she's doing the bluff
Alright.
check. I will give you advantage, though, for him buttering Marcus up.
Thank you.
I saved it in here.
15, 25.
Yeah, alright.
Sorry. Thank
Saved all the liquid.
you. It's all on this paper.
Saved it.
Throw that away.
Made it. Yeah, just throw that character away.
Kill him now.
Well, Fawn's dead, everybody.
Does something happen to his character from this? Does he get drowned or?
Oh yeah, it's like a voodoo doll.
Yeah.
He drowned in
So
a beer
when
accident.
the Waterdeep police catch up with you,
What?
Oh,
I'm at the bottom of the lake.
that's a weird
All right. So you managed to convince Marcus that they had to attend to something inside the vault, and then you hustle your way out of there. And actually, he's kind of like, oh yeah, that probably makes. And he's more like, okay.
I have. Hold on. Really quick. Hold on. I've got 5 torches, so I'm gonna give you one really quick. Just to assist you with that little task there.
Just lighting a J with a giant. Jesus.
I got 4. It's cool.
He also has to light the torch. It's not like it's in your bag lit.
Oh.
You pull the lit torch out.
Yes.
I gave you this to light your things to light that, and then light this, and then man, good to go.
I think I have some magic abilities. I'll light it for
Okay,
him.
great.
Nice.
All right, and you take your goods and hustle yourselves out to the street. You go back to the Gentle Mermaid, yes, back
Oh
to your
yeah.
hotel.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's where we're gonna meet again.
All right, yeah. So you go back. Honestly, it's only basically an hour goes by, and Kander shows up, and he's like,
Day 1, we did it.
Oh!
Was it supposed to be hard? I don't understand.
that.
I know I am.
That got more
Honeymoon.
complicated
Honeymoon
than,
time.
than I expected. I had to place several bribes and call in some favors after the city watch was called down for an extensive
Whose fault was that
inspection
again? Yours.
of the Zoastar and the apparently assault and robbery of 2 guildmasters therein.
Robbery.
What was wrong?
Assault?
Assault?
Yeah, there was. I mean,
Assault.
As such, I can only pay you the 5,000. I had
What?
to place 5,000 gold pieces worth of bribes and pay off several different decoys who had to present themselves as you as false leads. There's not much I can do about the fact that you told everybody your name was Meldraxus in front of 2 of the witnesses. You were smart enough to avoid that, as apparently the rest of you were. However, I suggest you leave Waterdeep at your earliest convenience, preferably through one of the known smugglers' routes in the Undercity. I have a friend, and I know a guy in Skullport who might be able to help you out with that.
Skullport, ew.
I'd like to grab this guy around the neck and lift him up and say, I'm gonna need some traveling money.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need some money for the road.
God damn, dude. Throw those away.
6 plus 6, right?
I got 12.
12, huh?
Ooh, what's that?
Doesn't.
What is he says, you're entitled to 250 gold pieces, and that's as much as you're going to shake loose off of me. That's all I've got right now.
You gave us a 3-day job and we finished it in 1. If you didn't think there was going to be alarms that got set off and people that got notified from a mission like this, then you're a fucking idiot. Give us the full pay.
You're getting 5,000 out of this. He's getting 250 just to disappear. Because he was dumb enough to, number 1, not go in very good disguises. Number 2, go in broad daylight. Number 3, assault the 2 guildmasters.
We did not
Number 4,
assault them.
reveal your actual names.
I didn't do. None of us did that.
That's right, none of us
I said ships in the night.
did that. So, in fact, we could probably.
You did say Meldraxus in front of.
Yeah, I think so.
There was a moment
there was
where
the
you're like, I
guy.
can call you Mel. Oh, Meldraxus. My name's Meldraxus. You can call me Mel.
I don't think I ever finished my. Because I can't say it.
I'll disappear. That's fine.
Yeah, he chucks a
I
couple.
think your sword needs feeding.
Oh my god, why would you remind him of that?
And then I'll look back at the little dwarf guy.
Oh.
And then when you guys look back at me, I'm gone.
Whoa,
What the-
there's
what?
a puff of smoke.
Did you get
Alright.
a J on the way out?
Listen, you didn't set parameters for this mission and we got the fucking job done.
So you pay the full amount,
I'm
or
very-
you don't get the information.
I very clearly set parameters for this mission of don't get detected. Get in, get
I
out.
was drunk. I was drunk. You should have written them down.
And what about doing it in one-third the time? One-third.
Record fucking time.
In broad daylight, may I add.
You're welcome. 10K. You know what? And I didn't even write it down. So, if you want this information, you're going to have to satisfy this little miss, because otherwise there's no way you can pick and pull at our shit or kill us and pick it up. You're not going to fucking find it, okay? Because it's in here.
I've been waiting for the opportunity to satisfy this little miss, but apparently...
Okay,
Come
all
on.
right, all
On our
right.
honeymoon. Come
I want
on.
to put my sword out and be like, all right, nope. Give us the money or you die now.
10 fucking K as agreed upon. Your extra expenses are your fucking problem.
You created my problems, so I expect you to pay your fair share of
The
my
mission
problems.
caused your problems.
Can I do a
Give me a persuasion check.
Balls.
It's still an 18.
Oh, nice. It's a 14 plus something.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's adding weird numbers. Ruined
Plus
my
I.
night. Equals X. 5 million.
Show me the map, and there will be 10,000 gold pieces waiting for you at the front desk.
Do we have your word?
You have my word. I'm an information broker.
Do
That
we
is
have
the
any spells?
one
That's,
thing I trade
fine.
in.
We don't have any zone of truth. That was Grayson's thing.
That is Grayson's thing.
As long as you're coming to the front desk to collect this with us.
That's fine.
All right.
Can I do a performance check?
Are you gonna dance?
Yeah, why, are you on stage now?
Yeah, I disappeared. I'm on stage now, and I'd like to sing from the Trek soundtrack, Love Was Only True in Fairy Tales. I want this to start playing for you guys in your honeymoon.
I thought love was only true.
But I'm
in
singing
fairy
it.
tales. Okay.
Even better.
Made for someone else.
Made for someone else, but not for me.
I'm gonna do a performance check.
Okay. All right, so you
17.
you make a copy of the
Nice.
map? Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
but I want the payment for
Wait.
What?
Secret.
Ah, okay.
Secret.
All right.
Here it is. Nothing missing.
Well, there might be one small thing missing.
There was some missing parts of the original map, so I filled in every detail I can.
I can assure you, if you are trying to double cross me, that would be the worst possible course of action you could pursue.
It's an old fucking map, dude.
No, let's be fair.
Chill out.
Let's be fair. Yes, there's a small itty-bitty part missing.
Yeah, it's your
And we'll-
anus.
It's your anus. We'll give it back to you when we get paid.
It's your dumb butt.
That's fine. There's 10,000 gold pieces waiting for you at the front desk. I didn't realize you were all such amateurs. I would have never broached this agreement in the first place.
Yeah, good. Don't do it again.
Okay, great. My question is, where's my payment? Because it's a separate account.
Friendship was your payment.
Aren't you still like his buddy or something? I don't know how this works.
Oh, yes.
Payment.
Here's the deed to that grove you were interested in.
Thank
Aww. That's
I
nice.
put the deed in my back
Yeah.
pocket. Well, I guess I'm not really of any use here, but I just want to say it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me on this adventure, and I'm gonna go pull up my great sword and my hand axe, light up a J. I'm gonna go free those elementals because I really feel very uneasy about that. Wish me luck.
Good luck!
I'll see you guys later.
Oh,
Use natural soap.
oh, that guy's probably dead.
All right.
Oh no.
So he goes to the front desk and
Okay.
he says, Willis, withdraw 10,000 from my account, would you please?
And could you also get this? I hid my ticket for the sword.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And also my cool backpack. Wait, why would I put that back there?
I don't know.
Never mind.
So the guy gets out this jeweler's tray filled with gems, and he counts out $10,000 gold pieces worth of gems, and puts it on the table. And Kander looks at it and goes, "Are you satisfied?"
Are they real?
What, you want me to roll for that?
Well, you're a thief. Thieves know that kind of stuff. What's a thief jam?
Could I use my forgery kit to detect forgery?
No, it's an intelligence investigation check.
Thieves' tools. If I had my thieves' tools, I'd be like, there'd be something in there to be like, ooh, is this diamond I'm stealing real?
If it's that, I'll just
A
check.
loop?
Ask the sword.
That's the sword. The
I don't
sword
wa-
of truth.
I don't want to cause a scene.
Ah.
He'll be like, no, they're not real. Kill him. Kill the man. That's a 19 plus some number.
I mean, the concierge whatever pulled him out of the hotel safe and like put him on there. But yeah, they look real to you.
All right, I scoop him into my fanny pack.
Your fanny pack?
Zip it up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we
All
really
right.
are on vacation.
You pull your tracksuit up over your shoulders.
It's a dad bod fanny pack, so it's like a little beer
Dad
belly.
bods are so in.
He says, "You testify that the map is complete. Then I thought you said there was a piece missing."
There
All right.
are. It's a fucking old map. Are you not listening to me? Like, it's so old, no one even fucking knows who made it. Yeah, there's pieces missing. It's falling apart. Shit's been rubbed off.
I can hear it as I'm outside, like walking.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah.
I apologize for the misunderstanding. Your friend seemed to be making some intimations that
He has a fanny pack.
you were deliberately withholding pieces of the map from me.
No. No. No.
So it's complete.
Shit stands.
Very good. I wish I could say it was a pleasure doing business with you.
Why
but-
are you still here?
Boo!
Oh.
We have 3 more days of honeymoon. Get the fuck out of our face.
Xanathar hopes you enjoy your time in his city.
Who?
Xanadu?
And then he turns and leaves.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck? Do you know who that is? How do
That
you
guy
know
probably
who
is
that is?
nobody and nothing. Probably made that up.
Give me an intelligence investigation. Or an intelligence check.
Not I. Not it.
Well, you'd have advantage on this roll if you made it.
I would?
Mhm.
Oh. Thieves related?
I got a 22.
11. Nope. Bad. All
You got
bad.
22? You remember when you were in Neverwinter, right before you left, the, what's his face? Featherfinger came over and was like, don't pull any shit in Waterdeep because it's Xanathar's gang, Turf, and they are merciless and will,
Well, that seems
What was
pretty
your-
underhanded.
what was your friend's name again? The guy that worked at Chili's, but not really?
I don't know.
Okay, well, he might have warned us about something.
and it was something Featherfinger. I don't know that I have it written down.
I
He
wrote
might
it
have
down
warned
somewhere.
us about the Xanathar character.
I wrote it down.
And maybe we should have just given him what he wanted.
I think the fucking issue is that we broke into a fucking
Issue.
guild hall. Issue. I think the fucking what? What? You making fun of the way I talk?
No.
I think the fucking issue. Are you laughing at me?
I want to
No,
be
you
next
are
to them,
not.
like trying to rent a room.
With a
Just
disguise on.
wondering if you have any organic soap.
It's a Pabanish, you know. Amon Featherfinger.
Yeah, Amon. Yep.
Amon. We give him the ring. Going to never want to confront.
Yep.
But if we don't, all right, it might come back to bite us
No,
in the
I
ass.
think the shit that we pulled is breaking into a guild hall of scribes and fucking stealing knowledge from there.
We did get $10,000.
I don't think they give a shit whether we fuck this dope or not. I think they care if we're stealing shit where they steal shit because they want to steal the shit, and if other people steal shit, they don't have as much stuff to fucking steal.
All
All right?
You're
But
the-
we didn't take anything.
You're the-
Physically, they won't know if you don't fucking try it. More lying, you're so fucking bad at it.
all right. This is your jungle. I'll let you make that decision.
Fuck right, it's my jungle.
What sort of organic conditioner do you have?
Do we know this guy?
Sir, do you have hair?
Don't you see his mustache? He's awesome.
Not where you can see.
Oh!
On that note, this has been the Ironkeep Chronicles, everyone. I want to have a big round of applause for Omar Najjar.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you have anything coming up that you would like to promo, that you would like people to tune into?
Yeah, next Tuesday is the penultimate episode of the Buffy RPG at Hyper RPG, so if you want to see how that story's closing out.
Is it going to be a musical episode?
It's a little too soon to say.
Oh, I'm onto something. I know one thing about Buffy, and I just hit it on the head. Nat 20!
Flip table.
And if you're also a fan of all things fantasy and also horror, right now I am running 13 Days, 13 Shorts, which is a festival where the last 13 days of October each get a theme. People make art inspired by those themes. It could be anything, short movies, songs, drawings, whatever you want. And so if you want more info about that, head over to 13days13shorts.tumblr.com. Just Halloween fun.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is your least creepy theme of the 13 different themes that you have?
The least creepy theme is actually really sweet. It's because people submitted them and then we pulled them out of a jack-o'-lantern hat, so it was random, and it's Autumn Gold. Autumn Gold.
That could be the creepiest, though, very easily.
In what way?
Like,
No, we don't need
autumn
to.
gold.
Let's put some creepy stuff in there.
Don't put your two hands on the magic rune door and have Dunstan check in on that.
What just happened?
I did a callback.
Gotta see this movie.
It was a really
Call back.
Savannah Mahoney,
Good callback.
everyone.
Hi. Thanks, guys. What have I got going on? Well, you can catch me over on my Twitch channel, Vanna_Rama. I'm a partnered variety streamer over there, so check that out. And I'll be here every Wednesday.
When is TwitchCon?
TwitchCon is the 18th of October.
Not next week, but the week after.
Couple
Okay.
weeks
No,
from now.
maybe after that. I think it's a couple
And
weeks from
check the dates. It's a couple weekends from now.
now. 21st, I believe.
And I'll be on a panel with Dom and Tyler on Friday, so come by for that. We're talking about streaming tabletop RPGs live for y'all and others. And what else? Follow me on Twitter, Havana Rama. Tune in for Spoopy Sundays over on my channel. Grav and I play spoopy games. There it is. Grav and I play spoopy games. And that's really fun. And I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting. but-
Anything over on the G and the S, or?
Not right now. I'll be over there on the 13th playing a long version of Am I Lying, which, as you've seen tonight, I'm very good at lying. Unlike some people. And so tune in for that. I can't remember the time right now, but definitely I'll post up on the Twitter about that. And then towards the end of November and again in December, Becca Scott and I are producing a game show over at Geek and Sundry. So
Ooh.
check that out. And that's
Awesome.
That's probably all I got.
Grav Galati.
Hey, I am
Oh,
a person. What?
I didn't plug Extra Life.
Oh, can we do that?
No, it's too late.
Can we plug Extra Life?
Is it too early?
Or I don't know if we've
Have we-
officially.
It's happening.
Have we?
Oh,
We're
never
gonna-
mind.
We're going to be participating in Extra Life. That's
Yes.
as much as we're going to say. at this
Vaguely
point.
say that.
Right. But you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/doublegxg. I'm also a variety streamer. Me and Vanna stream together a lot. And you can follow me on Twitter at doublegxg as well. And also, can't talk about that. Spoopy Sundays, you mentioned that. I think that's it then. I think I'm
Spoopy
done.
Sundays.
Experience pointer?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I do a podcast
Yeah,
with
Dom.
Megan and Jordan, who you've seen on this channel, and we just released episode 3 this week, and it's called Experience Pointers. And if you are a Patreon member, you can get it a week early, and it's about GMing from 3 different perspectives. And we're gonna get Tom on there soon,
I will be on there soon.
And me.
and Havana, and Omar.
Great.
Did you want? Did you want
Perfect.
everybody? One big podcast? No.
Let's do
One
it.
big,
Yeah.
Let's
one
do it.
A
big
reunion
ol'-
show?
No, that's
Yeah.
like
Get
a
the
fucking
band back
night.
together?
Oh God.
The whole band.
So many people on a
And then you
podcast.
can
2 women and 5 guys will definitely not get confusing on a podcast.
Very true. That's too many people. You can also catch me on Wild Cards this Friday night at 8 p.m. on this channel. And that's it for me.
Coolio. Matthew Pittner.
If you live in the Los Angeles area and you have access to a vehicle or moving yourself, I would come on down to the Impro studio. We have a bunch of genres going on. We have Stranger Suggestions, which is based off Stranger Things. If you like H.P. Lovecraft, my good buddy Paul Hungerford has a show launching this Friday. It's H.P. Lovecraft Improvised.
Cool.
I have a show that
so
I'm
spooky.
directing that's been up for a month and is running for the month of October called Fantastic Tales, which is H.G. Wells improvised, which is like science fiction of the 1900s. So if you live in the area, come down and check out the cool genre improvisation we got going on. If you don't, in a couple of weeks, my friend Kate has a YouTube series called Postmortem, where we drink wine and we talk about scary movies, and then we watch a scary movie, which my buddies, the Bearded Men, are going to be watching The Thing.
It's my favorite.
We're going to get drunk, and then afterwards we're going to give our recap, intoxicated about what we thought about the movie. And I'm a big fan of Kurt Russell movies, and he's my spirit animal. My dad looks exactly like him.
Aw.
And we
Have
all,
you seen The Thing before?
I've seen The Thing multiple times.
Okay.
I love The Thing.
Great.
Okay.
Good.
I love The Thing. I live right next to a Carpenter Street, so I feel very,
Cool.
I feel very
connected to it.
infused.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Dope.
Very cool. You can catch me here tomorrow with Mr. Dom Zook at 2 o'clock. We'll be doing Disorganized Play. So on Tuesdays, I talk about prepping the game. Wednesdays, we actually play. And on Thursdays, we do a post-mortem where we don't get drunk.
Call
we
back.
talk about what happened, how it
That
played
just
out,
happened.
what went way off differently than what we expected. I mean, tonight was exactly as I planned. We followed
What?
my game plan 100% bullet point by bullet point.
Wait.
Those cubes
What
didn't
are those
mean anything.
cubes?
They didn't
No.
mean anything.
Huh?
They definitely weren't heat.
They're fine. Everything's fine there.
Everything went as planned.
I think we were all.
You can tune in for that tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And also, we'll be announcing who our new cast member is. So if you're curious about that,
It's
you
me.
can either tune in
Mega
tomorrow
Vanna.
or come back next week, Wednesday, and join us for another installment of the Ironkeep Chronicles. Saturday night, I will be at the Impro Studio Theater in beautiful Los Feliz, California, performing in Swords and Sorcery Cursed. I will be the GM. Mr. Matthew Pittner is going to be one of the PCs, along with Sarah
Vincent von
Montgomery-Pepka.
Dresner,
Yes.
Vampire Hunter.
And so we will be kind of doing a Ravenloft-esque type of 4-week campaign arc of following those two characters in their journey through the haunted fairy tale lands of the Domain of Dread. So tune in for that. Thank you so much to Mr. Dom Zook, the man behind the cameras. Our illustrious leader and coordinator and producer and all-around huggable dude. You can catch him tomorrow night is Crit Juice, and also he'll be with me in Disorganized Play tomorrow. Then is Friday? Are you doing? You're doing proficiency check, and then Friday night you're also doing wild cards with
Damn.
with Garav, with Garav and Jordan Caves Callerman right here in this very seat. So thank you so much to everyone who put a tip in the tip jar, who subbed up, who spread the word on social media. Thank you to all of our mods who keep our channel friendly, safe, and accessible. We really appreciate all of your time, attention, and talent. Until next time, let's dungeon!